What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Thought I heard a noise. Is something behind me? Is it? I think we're good. I don't think we're gonna die today. It's fine. So here I am on the WoW Classic demo, still playing. So the WoW Classic demo, if you guys do have it, ends tomorrow. So if you guys are planning on playing a little bit more, doing a few more things here, you are going to need to play before tomorrow. I believe 10 a.m. Pacific, but I could be wrong. I know it's tomorrow for sure. So I'm gonna head over. I have 2 quests to do out in this area, but I also wanted to create a few macros. Now, right now, I do not have pummel, so I can't interrupt if I'm in battle stance. So the only way for me to interrupt is to go defensive and throw on a sword and board. So here's where our lovely stance dancing and macros are really going to help out. So I need to create a macro for shield bash that equips my shield and my one-hander. So let's do that. What's up, Epic? Epic, congratulations again on your AOTC, my friend. Let's do this icon. Sword and board, shield bash. Let's just do a equip slot. What slots are they? Equip slot 16 is main hand. Not 165. And equip slot 17 my shield. And then cast shield bash. So that should do everything all in one. So if I try to cast it, there it is. Did it all in one macro. Okay. Now I need to create another macro which equips my two-hander. I am running on my way to a quest. So to equip my two-hander, I don't know what button I want to hit yet, but we can do that after. Let's do this one. Okay, so I'll switch, and I'll switch again. Nice. You guys see that? Doing big things like that. Okay, perfect. I'm addicted to Classic. I have been playing it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good break from everything else right now in BfA. Like yesterday I did a dungeon and I tried to just heal it all, and it was terrible. That Mythic Plus was really bad. Everybody was standing and everything. We were doing the 3rd boss in Underrot. Well, even trying to get to the 1st boss, there was a few wipes. Nobody was interrupting the Hallowed Despair masks. And the tank went the other way with the 3 matron pull. So yeah, there's just a lot of little things. But WoW Classic has been a good break. However, I have died a lot in WoW Classic. I was trying to kill like one of these raptor looking guys over a little bit more west. And I was trying to take it down, and it was level 18. I was level 16, and I died to that guy a lot. Oh no, WoW Classic is definitely piquing my interest. Come on, there it is. Alright, now I have to kill this guy. I don't know if we'll be able to. I'm going to try to debuff him. Kind of keep him on the ropes. Ooh, the misses. They don't help. The misses just don't help. Come on. Come on, come on. There it is. Hamstring. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Hamstring does a little bit of damage. Oh. Ah, we aggroed the hyena. This is it. This is how I die. I want to loot them. They have loot. I need it. It's for my quest. Okay. I don't think I can get away with this. Maybe. Maybe. Is he gonna bleed to death? What about a little bit of a thrown weapon? A little bit? A little bit? Oh no, this is just not happening. Come on! One more thrown weapon. Don't miss. I survived. I made it. My thrown weapon skill is up to 20 now. That was terrible. Oh man, I already forgot what BfA is. I have been playing a lot of it. I maxed out a hunter because hunters are just so easy to level. You don't have to worry about dying on a hunter. So I maxed out a hunter, and then I've been playing this guy. You see me playing on a beatnet a ton. It's been really fun. It's been really fun. You already did your plus 10. You can look. Oh, you're looking to push your IO score. Nice. Yeah, this week is not bad. If you guys want to push your IO score, this week is a good week. What's up, Toon? How you doing, man? Alright, so someone came over here. Oh, it's a shaman. It must be nice to have self-heals. But we need to take down a few of these guys. I did get, like, new weapons. I'll tell you what. The biggest gripe I've had with Legion and BfA is Titan Forging and War Forging. And the fact that here you kill a mob, you get your reward, and that's it. I like that. I like that. If they remove Titan Forging and War Forging from BfA, and you know, from Legion had it too, I think I would definitely feel a little bit different about it. Oh, this guy. Alright, man. You want to kite me? Seems like your warrior's more classic now. We're doing big things in classic right now. Here, I can pull this guy off of you. Oh, no, you tapped him. Never mind. Hope you don't die. I have threat on him. Yeah, definitely enjoying classic. I will get on and do some mythic pluses after this, but since today is the last day, today and then early tomorrow, the last days of classic, I did want to play a little bit right now and kind of finish leveling up. I wanted to do my macros just in case I'm going to need them. I definitely want to duel someone to see if those macros are really working out for me, or if it's just, you know, not that great. But at this level, I'm pretty sure they're going to help out, being able to interrupt. I got you with the hamstring. Can't go anywhere. You just do a lot of a tall when you get invited to +9s, and groups continue doing the next one. That quest chain was endless. What quest chain? Alright, let me hamstring you. Yep, it's starting to run away. I have started noticing, though, the disparity between classes in Classic. Again, it's one of those things you see. It's just really evident. I was playing my warrior and I was dying trying to kill anything, and when I was leveling up my hunter, easy to level up my hunter. There's no problem. I would pull like 3 or 4 mobs at a time. I was over there doing like kite killing on my hunter for mobs. By the way, the maximum level for the demo was level 19. I was killing like level 23, 24 mobs just by kiting them. And out here with my warrior, something's, you know, 2 levels above me. It can take me out, depending on what kind of moveset it has, you know, depending on how hard it is. Alright, we're gonna try to kill both of these guys. We'll see how it goes. I need to hamstring this guy. And another rend here. I think we got it. We can do 2. We can do 2. Look at this. Oh no, I don't have rage for a hamstring. Oh, we got him. We got him with the auto attack. My weapon is relatively slow right now, right? 3.4. It's not too bad. I would say 3.4 is an average average two-hander. Hear about methods, world first, plus 20 freehold. I heard about it. Yeah, I didn't watch the replay, but I heard about it. The one about the Samaflange? I don't know. I don't know which one that is. I'm not gonna lie to you, Demon Hunter. I didn't play Horde in Classic. I didn't. Like my Hunter's Alliance, because I remember where everything is in Westfall. So it was just super easy to level up. I created Horde tunes in vanilla, but I never really got past like Duratard or like Trisfall, you know. Brill. Gonna be hitting plus 30 eventually. I honestly can't wait for WoW Classic now. At first I was very indifferent about it, but after playing this demo, yeah, I'm looking forward to WoW Classic. Deterministic rewards and just, I don't know. There's something nice about just a little bit more methodical of gameplay as opposed to just having weak auras everywhere, having to pop up and say, this is the next action, this is it, this, you know, a slower level of gameplay. It's a nice break. Oh, that was a big hit. How's it going? It's going good, Brian. How you doing? Horde was a long-ass walk between quests, just between... Yes, I've noticed that. Right now, there are some quests that want me to go all the way up here, right? Like, I picked this up in Ratchet. I have to go all the way over here. Now I have to take care of these guys. It's, yeah. I've noticed the large distances. Although, because of that, for this WoW Classic demo, Horde gets a really big area to explore, right? So, kind of a positive and a negative. You want to play it too? Reminds me of Kata, and you loved Kata. Yeah, this is, I can't wait till they start doing betas and alphas and stuff. It's gonna be fun. There's, you know, it's a completely different game than WoW Retail. You know, I 100% agree. And WoW Retail is a very high-paced game where you need to be paying attention all the time. Everything is kind of timed, right? Everything kind of fights for your time. Mythic Plus is timed, and that's one thing that's endgame. Islands are arguably timed because if you don't complete them in time, the NPCs will beat it, right? So there's a lot of things that are just kind of done as quickly as you can. And vanilla, you kind of farm the things out you want to, so you can be as efficient as possible. But if you don't, you're not gonna lose. You know, if you take 2 weeks to farm out all of your fire resist gear, or if you take 2 months, that's on you. That's on you. You don't lose at the end of the day. You just don't get to raid as quickly. So yeah, there's definitely something cool about it. These guys aren't dropping anything. I don't know if these guys are the ones I'm supposed to be killing. Overseers. No, definitely not. Those are peons. However, we do have this place over here. You wanted to play it, but then you remember Diablo for mobile. You don't want to give them money. I mean, yeah. That's Diablo for mobile. It makes sense, but then you start looking at certain other things, and it just gets a little frustrating, right? It's one of those things where it was like, if it was actually developed by Blizzard, maybe, but then the fact that it was developed by a company that already has a game that looks exactly like what they showed, it's just like, okay. Although at the end of the day, that game that they did skin over does have good reviews, so it is a good game. But it's just, oh man, I don't know. They tried to just pass it by as an actual full-fledged Diablo game that they developed, and it's just not. It's not how you do things. You basically license your IP over. We can have an honest conversation about it. All right, so I need to pick overseers And, oh, there's a rare in there. Where is he? Could have sworn I saw a rare in there. Supervisor something or other. Overseers and enforcers. Huh. Drudger. What's up, Sebastian? Already waiting for my meat wagon mount. Oh, you bought the Warcraft 3 Remastered? I'm going to buy it. There's just, you know, plenty of time before it comes out, so I haven't purchased it yet. I need an overseer. Mercenary? No, right? Overseer and enforcer. Probably up at the top. Sludgefen. Mine northeast of the Sludgefen. Okay. So there should be a mine. It's not this one. It's a mine out here. Don't give in to the money scams. I mean, look, if you want to play Diablo on mobile, it makes sense. It's a game that before couldn't launch on the mobile. We didn't have the phones for it. And now we do have the phones for it. And it's a good platform for killing giant hordes of monsters. I agree. It was just kind of passed off as something that maybe it wasn't. Oh. What is this place? Is this an alliance area? No, venture company drone. This is for rogue questing. When you have to sap pickpocket for something or other. Yeah, that's what that is. I don't want to go there. Do I know the YouTuber Mr. Beast? He came by here the other day. I saw your tweet, Sebastian, and it hurt my heart. I didn't reply because it hurt my heart, man. That was... I saw the video too. Right before you tweeted at me, maybe about 30 minutes before, I saw it, and I was like, I lost the game of rock, paper, scissors. I believe he gave 1,500 to the other person. And I was like, ah, man. Okay, we need to find the mine out here. Where is this mine? Also, I was killing these guys yesterday, the Scythe Claws. Northeast of the Sludgefen. Okay. You just turn off BlizzCon stream when they announce Diablo for mobile. Man, I guess if you don't have a phone, it makes complete sense. I can't find this mine in the swamp, if you remember correctly. The overseer's at the top of the tower. It says, yeah, it says right here, overseers or enforcers. And I scroll down a little bit. It says, the latest bid you heard, venture company is on the mine northeast of the Sludgefen. One of the miners discovered the emerald size of the fist. So, unless that guy is back and at the tower, I'm going to take a look to see if I can find a mine. If not, we'll go back to Sludgefen, beat some people up. Either way, I have to be out here northeast to find the... there's this lion I have to kill. What's his name? Echiyaki. That guy. I need to find some Kodo bones. Ah. Oh, also, one thing in live that still exists that I don't know why. Dazing. Why, Blizzard? How does dazing affect anyone? If I'm not on my tank, I feel it, and I feel bad for anyone who never plays a tank. You think you're going Alliance for Classic? You're not going to get Lust for any of your raid kills. You just don't have Lust. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be a lot harder to kill anything. I don't see Kodo bones anywhere, so I might be in the wrong area. What the WoW Classic Gold Cap is? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh, okay, Sebastian. Damn, man. Yeah, I saw that tweet and I was like, I lost. First time here, how are you doing, Jackie? I am doing good. Doing a little bit of leveling on WoW Classic since it goes away tomorrow. So, just trying to find a few things. I never leveled in as a Horde in Classic. I played Alliance back then. So, the little bit of leveling that I did as a Horde was probably level 1 through 15. It was more Durotar and Trisfal and Brill. So, trying to find things out here because I am going to go Horde when Classic launches. I might have a Rep Paladin though. That might be the only thing I'll have. Bold, there it is, the mine. We found it. Don't mind me saying this to trigger you. How the others, yeah, dude, I have to read the quest. Although, I'm pretty sure that when WoW Classic releases, there's going to be the quest tracker add-on. So, right now, you know, it's. I think people are probably just going through the source code and trying to make it work. Although they already work in private servers, but the code here is different than in a private server because this is a 735 client, right? So they have to make things work a little bit differently. That guy almost destroyed me. Look at that. That was half my HP. I can cannibalize now. Finally, I can just recover. Nice. I wasn't able to cannibalize. I even tried it yesterday. So I guess for cannibalize, they have to be humanoid. Because anytime I was trying it on like a plane strider, a raptor, or anything like that, it just doesn't work. Only works on humanoid or undead corpses. It would help if I read what the skill did. Hamstring? Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Lust is greater than Paladins? I think so too. You think it was 214? Is that because of the string they would use to, or the variable they would use for it? Lust and Wind Fury? Yep. Lust and Wind Fury is gonna be a big deal. You put your shamans in with groups with geared warriors. There's no way you can stop that group. Blocking my hamstring? Get out of here, guy. Attempts to run away? What? That was weird. Is north of Crossroads. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a look for him. There's a little mount in the map. Okay. This one right here, maybe? I'll take a look. Alright. What's up, Cass? How are you doing? I did create my my interrupt macros too, so once I make it back to Crossroads, once we're done here, I'm gonna try to find somebody to duel, preferably like a warlock, to see if I can beat a warlock. That'd be nice, because warlocks can just spam fear and try to win. That's so weird how they always survive with 1 HP and just stare at me. A true overseer never runs away. These guys are running. They're goblins. The HP recovery though in this demo is very high in comparison to what it was in vanilla. I would be going through so much food right now if this was vanilla levels of like out of combat regeneration. I'd be going through all the food right now. Oh, this guy almost got me too. If he hadn't ran away, it would have been a close one. Let's do this. Delicious. You used Carbonite as a quest add-on back in the day. Not sure if it's going to work in Classic. It all depends on the developers, right? If the Carbonite developer is still around and wants to play WoW Classic, they can come back and make it work. So they would have to rewrite their add-on because there have been a lot of changes to Lua and the way that the API interprets Lua from Classic to 735, and they also said that they're going to look into more ways of restricting it, right? They were asked about add-ons, and they said, we're going to see what we restrict and what we don't restrict, but there are certain add-ons that should work. So, oh, he disarmed me. My unarmed skill is nothing. Run away in fear, run away in fear. Oh, no. The death, and then look how far I am. Are you kidding me? Did you see how far I am? I am a map away. My unarmed skill. If my unarmed skill would have actually been good, I wouldn't have had to worry there. Little vanilla things, man. If I were to take the time to level up my unarmed skill, I would have punched him in the face. On my hunter, I actually maxed out my melee skill and my bow skill. You had a lot of fun on your warlock and vanilla? Yeah, you would just spam fear, right? Spam fear, win the duels. There's no way to change your character anymore in classic. Oh, you're talking about like transmog and stuff? Yeah, no, there's none of that. None of that nonsense. It doesn't exist here. My character looks like this, and this is it. I need some better gear on this guy. I'll show you guys my hunter too. Before we hop off of classic and go to retail and do Mythic Plus, I'll show you guys. I was able to farm a lot of green gear on that guy. Man, the run back in classic. Just don't die. So something I've noticed, and that's really weird, is this stack still says 200, but over here it displays a real amount. I have been using my thrown weapon. Just kind of weird. There's a few display bugs. I think I gotta go around this way. Mortal Coil, if you get jump, yeah, fear dot and then reapply fear, yeah. You just keep reapplying fear. Once your damage breaks it, just reapply it. You're gonna run a Shadow Priest in Classic, you're never gonna lose a duel. But I don't know how many raids you'll get invited to, unfortunately. There might be some viable builds that come up. I know private servers have seen a lot of viable builds and stuff that wasn't viable in Classic, because we now have a lot more theory crafters and a lot more people that understand all of the Classic mechanics. So a lot more people that see every piece of gear and how they are. I know that feral kitties are completely viable in Classic, but you need to do a lot of farming before you go into a raid. I think you need to farm probably like 20 or 30 of the same weapon. So there's a lot of preparation in some of these classes, but there are more viable specs now than there were when Classic was current, because our understanding of the game is very different. New players are going to love how everyone looks in Classic. Mismatched pieces, all the stuff. Yeah, there was somebody in I can't remember if it was Westfall or Baron's chat the other day that was asking for transmog and for AoE loot. And they were like, why would I play a game where I look silly and I can't AoE loot? It doesn't affect gameplay at all. And I was like, but the point of Classic is to have it be Classic, unfortunately. Gruiser, stop it. You guys are guilt tripping me. After this, I'm gonna start entering the rock, paper, scissors world championships, man. Am I gonna create a guild or something in Classic? Probably not. I think my guild, I think a decent core of my guild is going to be playing in Classic. So, the thing is, if Classic lives up to exactly what Classic was, and it's 40-man raids, then we're gonna need to combine a lot of guilds. So we'll see if it's 40-man raids or if they decide to bump it down to like 20. But if it is 40-man raids in Classic, then I'm just gonna join a raiding guild. But I won't be creating one. You leveled a hunter and a druid in Classic. Only classes that could solo elites. Yeah, hunters could do it really well too. I gotta go this way. Yeah, hunters could do it really well. Hunters used to be able to kite a lot of different things. Arguably, paladins used to be able to do really good solo as well, because they always had bubble lay on hands and self heals. So if you also want another class that was able to self-sustain a little bit, paladins were also a good pick for that. Oh no! I forgot I rezzed at like 50% HP. Okay, we're gonna have to try to survive this. I might just have to do another run back. I have to run back again. Fuddle, what are you doing to yourself? This guy started running away in fear. WoW Classic. I'm back at it again. I was barely in the video. Yeah. Yeah, he went around. I think he did like 10 other people. Back in the day you played Prot Warrior? Yeah, rip. Very much rip. I don't know why I jumped in there. Defensive stance? The thing is, if I go defensive, I lose all of my rage, and it's only a 10% decrease, so instead of getting hit for 24, I would have gotten hit for 22. You know? I don't think I would have survived it. You need friends to support you doing your class quests and not feel like a trash can. Hunters were OP? Yes. Hunters were the Iron Man challenge. Well, it's because Hunters had someone to tank for them all the time, and it was easy to heal them up and keep them up. You can also fight red mobs as a pally and survive? Yes, 100%. Tarn War Stomped? Yeah. Get owned by a goblin? At least it's not in PvP. There are no goblins here that are playable characters. Not sure if you're going to do your rogue or hunter. Those are your mains in the old days. Either one is good. Rogues are also easier to level up. Rogues were also easier to level up because for quests, let's say you had to kill one guy in a whole camp of people. As a rogue, you could skip everyone and just go to the last guy, kill him, and get out, right? Being able to stealth was really, really helpful. But on everyone else, you'd have to slowly work your way in. A 2 damage decrease, that's a, you know, once we're talking about max level, sure, it'll be different. But right now, 10% less damage taken. And that guy was hitting me for about 20. He was hitting me for 21 to 24 damage. So, yeah, it would have been 2 points less. Stunlock rogues used to wreck me. A pack of rogues? Yeah. You can't do anything against a pack of rogues. That was a gold cap, 214k. Is to how it was stored in a 32-bit integer. Oh, okay. It wasn't changed until Kata. Yeah, I don't think anyone had anywhere close to that kind of money in Classic. At least it's not a gnome. At least it's not a gnome. You're right. Rogues would probably be great DPS in raids. They were good. They were good. There was nothing wrong with rogues. I don't know who will come out on top still. I still don't know who will come out on top. Don't know if it'll be mages just being able to frostbolt everything all the way through like tier 3. You know, mages definitely had a good time. I don't know if it'll be rogues or like a really geared rogue or a really geared warrior who doesn't necessarily have a resource that they need to worry about. It just keeps regenerating throughout the fight no matter what, right? They don't have mana. They don't need to stop and wand. They have energy and rage. So we'll see. We'll see who comes out on top. It didn't like take long to make gold in Kata. You sold a red mount and Firelines for 225k? What? That's a lot of money, Cass. From what you remember, fire mages sit like a truck. If they are, if you're playing PvP, if they're Palm Pyro, yeah, they're going to be able to hit you like a truck. But they're a one-trick pony, right? Presence of Mind is a 3-minute cooldown, so. Yeah, mages top and Nax. I thought for Nax things changed up a little bit. I could have sworn for Nax, warriors started really shining. Just the really high amount of secondary stat combined with really good like weapons. Could have sworn. That stance gear swap macro though, you almost rage quit leveling your first warrior to a friend told me stance and help me with macros. Yeah, and it's not even like crazy macros, right? Like the macros that I did, it's just, you know, equip a one-hander and a shield, and then shield bash, and then equip your two-hander. The only thing about macros is that if I get a new weapon, I'm gonna need to come in here and replace it. But it's not a big deal. This isn't a big deal, right? Something else that I saw a lot of people do that isn't necessarily true. A lot of people used to, whenever they would go defensive stance, automatically equip a shield. You can be in defensive stance with a two-hander weapon. And if you look here, I can still rend in defensive stance with a two-hander weapon. I can revenge with a two-hander weapon. I can sunder armor with a two-hander weapon. The only thing I need a shield for is shield bash. So, just something to note, that you don't have to automatically go into a shield by being in defensive stance. You can absolutely do it with a two-hander. Now, you do need to equip a shield for certain things. In fact, when Spell Reflect came out in TBC, you could Spell Reflect with a two-hander. I remember a lot of people used to switch to a one-hander, but you could do it with a two-hander. These enforcers, man. Enforcer or overseer. One of the guys who changed the community perspective on warriors. Oh, this disarm again. Oh man, here it is, here it is. There we go. We got him. We got him. Nice. Let's get out of here. Let's eat his face and get out of here. 4 months later, they made a mounts account side. Took you almost 2 years to reobtain the rag mount. Jesus. It was because one of the guys who changed the community perspective on Ward, he started doing massive damage. People realized warriors were good DPS. I don't know who you're talking about. A few warriors that were notable in vanilla were like Maydai and Swifty mostly came around in TBC, honestly. And then you have what was his name? Like Pat. Pat was another one, I believe. That's it for vanilla. That's what I can remember. Speaking of new weapons, Rage finally got... Oh, nice. Very nice. On Mythic. Congratulations. Okay, let's go find these bones. So you told me a mountain north of Crossroads. These guys hit hard, by the way. These side claws, they do something where they look at this, back to back to back to back. It's like each one of their claws is a one-hander weapon. They're just non-stop. And they also do not run away in fear. They're not scared of a damn thing. Get away from me. Can't wait for Classic ZG. Are the mounts that you get in Classic linked with retail? No, they are not linked, but they will be there. Oh, Tank Spot? I thought Tank Spot became popular in late TBC and a lot in Wrath. I didn't think Tank Spot was vanilla. Kungan, yeah, Kungan was there too. Yep, you're absolutely right. But yeah, you can, Jackie, you can get all of the classic mounts in Classic, but none of it's going to transfer over. Like, let's say, for example, you are raiding in Classic and you go up to next and you get the Corrupted Ashbringer. That is not going to transmog in retail. It's not going to. Tank Spot was Wrath of Lich King. Ciderhelm did. Yes, I remember Ciderhelm. And so did Lore. The current community manager was part of it too. And then so was Ciderhelm's like wife or something, right? She was a healer, like a holy priest at the time. Alright, we're gonna look for these a bunch of Kodo bones, right? Is that what it says? Northeast of the Crossroads, amongst bones of a giant Kodo. If you guys see them. Aha! That might be it. There's a lot of sleeping kitties here. Let's not wake them up. Dalamar? Who you think had a weapon named after him in ICC? I don't remember Dalamar. Yeah, this might be it. This might be it. Yeah, the old god we have in Blizzard confirmed it. Yep. Yep. It's not going to transfer over. Okay. These might be it. Is this it? We did the thing. Oh, that was a big hit on this guy. Poor little kitty. I believe this is also a unique look for hunters. So if hunters want a white lion, they would need to pick up the quest or need someone else to pick up the quest, summon them, tame them. Thanks for the info. It'll be a huge incentive for many people if it's linked. Yeah, but they said no. It would be a huge thing to bring back lost items, right? So yeah, probably not. Ramaldani's Blade of Culling. Oh. Unique pet for a Horde hunter. Yep. I mean, it's definitely a cool looking one. Oh, do I have a talent point? More rage. That's why I died twice, guys. I had a talent point. So how many of you guys are gonna be playing WoW Classic? And actually, how many of you guys plan on sticking with it? I don't know if you guys played WoW Classic when it was current, but are you guys planning on playing and sticking with it and actually just leveling through it, raiding, having 2 different games to play with WoW Classic and Retail WoW? Yeah, I'll just run through this. That's fine. Because I'm probably going to be playing both and raiding in both. We'll see how that goes. I don't expect raiding in Classic to take a whole lot besides preparation and time. I've got my resist gear. Let's go. Let's jump in there. Let's get it done. Shield in one-hander, two-hander. Nice. I know it's a much different pace of play and it's a lot slower, you know, but it's I feel like WoW Classic is one of those games where you can pick up, get it done for a little bit, and then it's okay if you put it down. You won't miss out. You don't need to go out and do a Mythic Plus for a max level reward here. You know, there's just you can be done with your character. You know, Molten Core comes out, you go, you gear out, and then that's it. I got best in slot gear. Perfect.
Go with honor.
I was just there. Hunt the Sun Skulls Raptors in the south. Okay. Remove the feathers that they wear. There are some way further south. Let's go over to Ratchet. Turn this in. We'll hit level 18 and go to live and do some Mythic Plus. This week isn't too bad. This week's not too bad. I wish my healer was a little more geared so I could do higher keys and heal him. But right now my healer's like 337 or something like that. It's too slow for today's taste. It's a completely different game. I don't mind it at all. I've been playing it a lot and I really don't mind it. I like the fact that I can completely gear out, right? I like the fact that that's an option. You can be best in slot. You can, this drops from that mob and that's it. The percentages can vary, but that's what I really like about it. You can finish your character. It's like a project you're working on and then you're like, hey, you know what? Today I'm gonna grind this piece of gear out. You go in there, you grind it out, and you're like, cool, I'm done. As opposed to always having the RNG wheels. Although they did say that they're going to tune back the RNG when it comes to live WoW, which I hope so. Picked up Prot at the end of Legion since you hadn't played it in CATA. Decided to main it in BfA. Super frustrated. Finding your channel big help and enjoying Prot again. Bernie Floyd, thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words. That was your long-winded thanks for the content. Yeah, no, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. And if you do want to see live content, I will be tanking Mythic Plus keys as soon as I hit 18 here. So I'm about 70% of the way there. I have a quest to turn in. And yeah, as soon as I hit 18, we'll hop over. Except this is the last day of WoW Classic. I wanted to get a little bit more WoW Classic in here. But yeah, after this I'll be doing more keys. And this week is not too bad. This week's not bad at all. The biggest thing you have to deal with is once the mobs go raging, react accordingly. So if you pull a pack of 6 mobs and they all go raging, you better use a defensive. Stay alive. Focus on staying alive. Because those 6 mobs turn into 12 mobs, right? Those 6 mobs now do double damage. So imagine instead of having, let's say, like 1 enforcer and 1 ranger in there, you have 2 enforcers and 2 rangers. So, you know, react accordingly. He got the weapon named after him. He was the warrior. Nice. I need to look this guy up. I need to turn this into Ratchet -4. Oh, it's at the end of the dock. I know you get this question a lot, but what do you think about the future for Prot warrior changes? They are a step in the right direction. They are okay. Prot warriors need a lot more than that, though. A lot more than that. So the biggest issue I have with Prot warriors is, well, I mean, there's a few things, but one of the big ones that I have with the way that Prot warriors are right now is the fact that there's one build you go, right? If you want to be a Prot warrior that can actually kill things, then hold on, Raptor south of Ratchet. Okay, for all these Raptors south of Ratchet, let's just go over here. So right now as a warrior, there's one build you go, right? You pick up Anger Management, you pick up Into the Fray, you pick up Booming Voice, you pick up Bolster, you pick up Unstoppable Force. That's it. That's your one build. When you start looking at other tanks, there's a lot more variants. You're going to go Heavy Stagger. You're going to go High Tolerance. Arguably, you can even pick up Healing Elixirs if you're doing lower end Mythic Plus. You know, are you going to go Light Brewing? Are you going to go Black Ox combo or Black Ox Brew? Are you going to go Blackout combo? There's a lot of variance when it comes to the other tanks and what you're going to pick up. Prot warriors, you want to play a Prot warrior and you want to actually get things done, there's one build. So as far as the changes coming in 8.1, they're a welcome change. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that we're going to get a little more HP, a little bit more armor. It doesn't add up to a crazy amount. It doesn't add up to a lot, but I'm glad we're getting it nonetheless, and I'm glad IP is off the global cooldown. But I think we also need more rage generation, and I think we need some more talent points. When was the last time somebody actually picked up Ravager? You know, Ravager's useless. Ravager's been useless since Legion, so it's you know, beyond me why it still exists. I want to get up here. There's see, I want to take care of these guys. So it's beyond me why stuff like Ravager still exists, right? It's never been picked up. It's never been good. So why is it still there? So yeah, I think there's a lot of work to go for Prot warriors. They want to change their mastery. I completely agree. I think warrior mastery it's weird because it's a sometimes thing. When you do crit block, it's very, very good, and then when you don't crit block, it feels very bad. Our blocking uptime is not that great. It's gonna get better, but also being able to press shield block and ignore pain faster doesn't give me the rage to do it. So I think, you know, there's a few other things that need to be addressed, like our rage generation, our rage consumption. IP going back from 20 to 60 rage would be nice as well. IP being able to stack more than 1.3 times would be amazing. Like right now, overcapping ignore pain is very easy. It happens. It happens to everyone. It happens to the best of us. So, yeah, there's a lot of little things that need attention. Talent points being the biggest thing that I think needs attention. I got one of the feathers that I need, so now let's try to pick up some more. You're 355 right now, and you're totally trying to learn the dungeons. Highest cube tank is a 4. Oh, no. A plus 4 on a 355 Prot warrior. You're doing good, man. You're doing good. Definitely tanking beyond your gear, to be honest. Good job even tanking a plus 4 with that gear. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't kill me. Defensive. I got this. You're gonna bleed out. You're gonna bleed out. I got you. That was a little too close for comfort. Let's eat up. They need to rechange the talent so you can have more options of builds. Yes. Nice S key. Thank you, Rhett. Thank you. Kept me alive. Kept me alive, I'll tell you that. As a tank, you can't get rid of your S key. As DPSers, yeah, sure, you can get rid of them. But as a tank, you need to reposition things, right? And especially like here in vanilla, like, hey, I'm gonna get too close here. If this guy runs away in fear, I gotta do this. Come over here. Just don't want to over aggro things. It's getting close. How many feathers do I have? Just one still? Yep. Just the one. What's up, Brett? How you doing? I always know that you'll be there to bring me back down whenever I need it. Thanks, man. Got him. How come everybody in the community Discord now is a type of Sunder? We have 4 Sunder and 5 Sunder. I think I'm gonna change my name to all the Sunders. I don't know if there's too many other raptors in there. I don't see any. Nice, we got another feather. I think I just need 3. Yep, just need 3. I don't know if I'm gonna find any more. Aha! Rhett, did you have the virtual ticket and have you been playing Classic? Nothing. Nothing. No more feathers. You feel like Prot is a spec where you have to know the dungeon in and out or you're toast. Yes, I agree, Bernie. As a Prot warrior, the most important part of a Prot warrior is knowing what type of damage a mob does. That is the most important part. If you go into a dungeon and you do a pull and you don't know if they are melee, if they are ranged physical, if they are magic, if they are dots, if they're bleeds, like if you don't know anything about the mob, it's gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt. But once you start learning the pulls and knowing what type of damage they do, you know what kind of things to have up before they hit you, right? Am I gonna charge in and have shield block up, or would that be one of those times where it's completely useless because they're 100% magic casters? Do I have to run in and just focus on ignore pain? You know, there's a few things. You don't have enough rage or the luxury of enough rage to basically do whatever you want, right? You can't shield block and ignore pain all of the damage off. You don't have that rage. It doesn't exist. So you definitely need to be prepared beforehand. You've not played Classic yet, or started playing a boosted 110 and she's loving it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel you, man. You also feel like Prot warriors are more susceptible to the affixes more than other tanks, how they manage. Yeah, that's true. One of the things that unfortunately And it's not, this one's not unique to Prot Warriors, but Necrotic sucks because it's really hard to kite as a Prot Warrior. You know, you have a 20% Thunderclap slow. That's it. That's it. You're not going to pick up Dragon's Roar. You pick up Unstoppable Force because of Deafening Crash. You know, it's not, there is no question there. Deafening Crash is way too good to pick up Dragon's Roar for. So, you know, there's the one build thing kind of messes us up there. Dragon Roar would be nice if Dragon Roar was a shorter cooldown. Then we could apply it more as an actual snare and get away with it. But yeah, as it is right now with the current Azurite traits and with the long cooldown of Dragon Roar, there are a few affixes that definitely mess us up. Here's a question I have for you guys. Do you guys think they're gonna introduce heroic dungeons in WoW Classic, since WoW Classic has the one difficulty and that's it? They already stated kind of the release date windows of what they're planning for the raids. There's gonna be a lot of downtime. There's gonna be a lot of downtime, so people are gonna get done with the content. Do you guys think they're gonna implement some of like the Mythic Plus scaling or some of the scaling technology in there in order to help out vanilla? Because the scaling technology exists in this client, right? The WoW Classic right now is being built again on top of the 7.3.5 client, and that client has scaling. It's in the code. So do you think they'll use it? You don't think so? Okay. Do you not think that they're going to add at least one more difficulty? At least add a heroic, not necessarily mythic, but heroic dungeon or a time trial dungeon, right? Maybe how fast can you run Ubers, Elbers, Dire Maul? Can you do a tribute run in these many minutes? Someone else is asking for this thing too. Known as the Raptor Grounds, south of Ratchet. Is this it? No. Oh, this might be it. Scythe Claws. That's a level 18 Scythe Claw too. That was what was killing me yesterday. Alright, alright. Let's debuff you as much as we can and buff myself. There it is. Type in /LFR. Yeah, it's just they're not gonna have LFR, but I know what you mean. They have the client here, right? But it doesn't do anything. You can't do anything with it. It doesn't work. They just need to get rid of it. In your opinion, Prot Warrior, in which patch was the best and most fun? Do you think Blizz should do that towards the patch? It's, I don't know. That's hard to argue. I started playing a Prot Warrior in Wrath of Lich King, but I didn't do too much like end game progression tanking when it came to Mop and Legion. So for stuff like Mop and Legion, I don't know how it was for a warrior trying to push beyond his gear, right? Farm content's always going to be farm content. You're always going to be okay at it. But being able to push for that, you know, that first time kill on something. Thanks for the sub, by the way. I appreciate it. Being able to push for that first time kill is what's going to be where the spec is truly judged on, right? So, I don't know. I didn't play it back then. So, right now, compared to Wrath of Lich King, I think I preferred Wrath of the Lich King Warrior over BfA Warrior, because it was more about, you didn't have to worry too much about, like, let's say, maintaining threat or target swapping or doing anything like that. You know, back in those days, you had plenty of rage. You also generated rage from damage taken. You had your taunt. You had an AoE taunt. You had a few things you provided that were unique to you, and that really helped out the warrior. But as far as like any patch in Legion and current WoW and current BfA warriors, I really liked my warrior during Antorus. The tier set in Antorus and the way that we worked with our current legendaries and rage generation and rage consumption, Antorus warrior was a monster, absolute monster. During Fellhounds in Antorus, I used to be able to push over 1 million healing per second, which is ridiculous, and it's broken, and I understand that, and that can't happen anymore. But being broken can be fun. So when warriors were in Antorus, I had a lot of fun because we were so busted with the amount of self-healing we did. Our rage generation was insane. We were aggressive. You would pop battle cry and get like 7 critical shield slams within one battle cry, right? And then 20 seconds later, you had another battle cry ready. Like this was an ongoing, non-stop thing where you were just constantly aggressive and constantly hitting as much as you could. It was ridiculous, and I loved it. They'll add heroic, but Mythic Plus seems like too much. What if they add heroic timed runs, like a leaderboard of who did Ubers the fastest? I don't know where these raptor grounds are. Do you guys know where the raptor nest is? I'm just trying to find the raptor grounds. Is Divine Shield the single best defensive cooldown for Mythic Plus? I would argue that probably B-Res has a bigger impact. Yeah, I would argue that B-Res probably has a much bigger impact. Depending on the situation, something like Spirit Link can also be amazing. Although we don't see too many Shamans in Mythic Plus. I don't know where these raptor grounds are. So lost. Should have played Horde during vanilla. Maybe we're not going to see bugs like the Pally bug to insta-kill bosses, but it will change how the community interacts with each other. It's a completely different game. Yeah, I agree. It is a very, very different game. Also having the knowledge of it, right? We can all go somewhere and pull up a list of best in slot items for tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Like that stuff exists. But there's also room for new theory crafting because those lists probably haven't been updated in a while. So there's always room for change, but definitely we can look up a lot of resources. The next X-Pack has the best Prot warrior. It's my hope. Wrath Elixir was your famous X-Pack. I think it was the best balanced X-Pack overall. Not necessarily. Balance, no. I remember being a Prot warrior, and I put armor penetration in every single gem. And I used to wreck people in PvP, and it was really fun for me. But I'm sure it was also really frustrating for them. So, not really big balance. There was a lot of things that were broken. Armor penetration was one of those things that led to a lot of brokenness. So when X is rated, we all go back to BfA and admit Classic wasn't really all that people think it was. WoW Classic definitely has a lot of nostalgia, but it's not a terrible game. There's a lot of elements in it that make it unique and make it fun, but WoW Classic wasn't challenging. It was grindy, right? You needed to grind out your fire set, your nature set, your frost resist set, and in order for you to do certain content, you needed those things, or else you would just get one shot. Like there's no way you'd get in there and survive Onyxia's breath. So there's a few things that you needed to do and you needed to happen. So it was grindy. It wasn't inherently difficult, but there is also something in performing perfectly in a class that would always underperform. So if you were really good at a class that was broken and didn't normally perform well, then that was also a merit in and of its own, because back then you didn't have all the resources. Now we do, so more people will be able to perform at that caliber. I don't know where this thing is. They're on the east side of the human keep. Okay, so I'm on the east side of the human keep. No, east side of the human keep. All right, let's just go. Let's go that way then. Got it. I'm going. You're lost. Bust out Thoughtbot. Thoughtbot got bowed out by Wowhead. You're guessing Dougie guys will do an add-on too? Probably. Vanilla was great, but in a different way now. People was used to being spoon-fed. See, we got LFR Vanilla. Yeah, so Vanilla was great in its own way, right? You leveled up. You got a brand new level. Well, you have 5 more weapon skills to train up. You better train your unarmed all the way. You better train your weapon all the way. You better train your ranged weapon all the way. Because if you're ever caught in a situation, PvE or PvP, where like I know there was a few bosses of BWL that would break your weapon, right? So if that happened and you broke your weapon, you want to keep doing the most CPS, your unarmed skill better be up there. So there was a lot of solo grind, and that's what the game is missing now, right? The game right now is missing any semblance of a solo grind. Everything is always team content. Oh, this is gonna suck. 2 of them per. So yeah, right now the game has no semblance of a solo content. Doesn't exist. Solo content does not exist, right? If you want to accelerate in the game right now in BfA, you do islands, you do Mythic Plus, you do raids. You know, there's a lot of things that you do, but there's not any way of saying, I'm just going to do this by myself and I'm going to get really good gear, because at the end of the day, world quests only carry you to 340 item level. So you need to do some of that stuff. Oh, nice. There's no nest here though. I need to use this on a nest, and I don't see any. Scytheclaw nest. Unless there's one in here. There does seem to be one in there, but I don't think I can click it. Doesn't seem like it's usable. So weird. Place it at a... Okay. Oh, can we do the, so if I use this scroll and quickly sidestep, do my hands glow? They do not! Okay, that was one of the glitches that was out in vanilla, but with the new client, I guess it's fixed. Yeah, there's no way I can click any of these nests, so I don't know how I would be placing any of these feathers there.
Get 'em!
The nest is where the fortress on the south coast. Okay, got it. Sorry. Let's do it. Let's go. You got that feeling of progression that got lost in expansion because you need attunements? Yes. Definitely character development was a very real thing. You hear someone say WoW Vanilla was more akin to a traditional tabletop RPG? Yes, I agree 100%. What's up, Dontine? How you doing, man? You can only listen? For sure, man. For sure. That's a long drive. Pennsylvania to Connecticut. Wow. Is this Twitch Plays finds a raptor nest? Yes. I needed to find it. You don't get why people wear these hats inside their house? Dude, I need to. I need to. Underneath this hat, there is literally another face. If I don't, I would get banned by Twitch TOS. Trying to play alone is so boring. Really? I don't mind it. Every now and then, I just want to kind of like I want to play the game I like, but I don't necessarily want to do the highest end content. Like in retail BfA, that's when I do islands. I do islands when I'm just tired of doing Mythic Plus and raiding. It's like every now and then I want to log on, progress on my character, and I don't necessarily want to have to rely on a bunch of other people to do it. So that's definitely one thing that I enjoy about WoW Classic. It just seems pointless going back in an evolving game you play WoW release. It seems silly to you. Yeah, the thing is, I think you have to treat it as a completely different game. WoW Classic is no longer... WoW Classic and current retail WoW are no longer like the same WoW. It's a completely different game. It's like saying Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 3. Just very different games. They both have evolved very differently. So I think it's one of those things where if you go in expecting current WoW, you're gonna be disappointed. It's just it's not gonna be a good time for you. So definitely, if you enjoy current retail WoW and that's the only thing you enjoy playing, you're probably not going to be enjoying it. Why am I wearing a hat inside of my house? Because of that, man. Underneath my hat, there's another face, and it won't shut up. Look, Naughty Peon, you want to know the real reason? The reason is I don't feel like doing my hair to stream. I don't feel like having to be like, alright, time to turn on my stream, but wait, I gotta do something with my hair. Okay, hold on, let me get pretty for my stream. Just throw on a hat, you're done. Stream, it's about the stream. It's not about how my hair looks. Have I tried PvP as a Prot warrior? BG, it's fun as hell. Heroic leap, stun talent, thunderclap. Yeah, I've done it in Legion. I enjoyed it a little bit more than in BfA. BfA, you're just a lot squishier. But definitely, it's just one of those things where the point of a Prot warrior right now inside of PvP is if you're not like flag running or defending and stalling, then you're a fly on the wall, right? You stick to a healer, you interrupt, you stun, you just try to keep them from casting, you throw your fear bomb, anything you can do. That is mainly what you do as a Prot warrior right now. So yeah, it's definitely not terrible, but not something that I enjoy as much as I used to playing a Prot warrior. Wrong quest? Yeah, I mean, I figured I might as well. I'm very close to hitting 18, so might as well just take these guys out. Rhett, I just read your comment. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's just one of those things, man. I don't want to have to worry about it. You were thinking the stolen silver one? Had no idea where the feathers go? Yeah. I have no idea where the feathers go either. So, I mean, I'll figure it out after. Somebody said south of this hold. So I'd have to either swim around or kill everybody on my way through. As mostly a 90% solo player, it's painful to try to get past 340 pug life. Yeah, so, you know, playing WoW Classic has a way of doing that, right? You want to play solo, then go to EPL, go to WPL, farm out some mats, and start building your resist gear. And that's something you can do solo, and that's something that actually you should do. You have to do in order to progress. But you can do it in a group and farm in a group. You can also farm by yourself. So, you know, that's the beauty of WoW Classic, is that you have those options open up to you. Alright guys, keep disarming me. It's terrible. To be honest, the RPG element is strong with Classic. Slowly building your character feels good. Yes, I agree. I like it. I like the fact that when I was on my Hunter, I was probably like 35 levels below on my defense rating, and I got a new pet that doesn't keep aggro too well, so I pulled threat from my pet and I almost got destroyed by a mob. So then for the next 30 minutes, what I had to do was level up my defense. So I took taunt off of I disabled automatic cast taunt on my pet, and instead what I did was I would go in there and I would tank things as a hunter because I needed to build my defense rating. So there's something cool about that, where it's like, hey, you want to be sturdier, you want to take more hits, next time you do a dungeon, you want to stay alive longer, well, you need to level up your defense. And what you do is you go up to a mob that's under leveled, and you just go up to it and you let it hit you in the face and you slowly kill it. There's very slow incremental upgrades you can do by yourself without the need for group content, without the need to rely on anyone else. So that's part of it that I enjoy. Oh, is that a new? I mean, kind of. Agility does kind of help, but not really. I don't want to equip that. Am I right? I don't know, man. I haven't tried. Sounds dangerous. Sounds like a whole lot of trouble, rep. Right here, thrown weapons. Training our thrown weapons. What? I got an overpower proc? There we go. I don't think I had used overpower. You're in 2 guilds, but because you don't enjoy raiding, it's pretty much up to me to do stuff. But you understand, just really frustrating at times. Yeah. Yeah, it can definitely have a wear on you. I think retail WoW has that kind of a burn factor where it's like everything has to be, everything not only is group content, but everything is timed as well. Raiding arguably isn't timed, but most people after a week and they start doing farming content, it starts becoming a matter of how fast can you clear it. Minimize your wipes. I don't want to go that way. Where are the guys I have to kill? Cannoneers. No one over there. Preserver Marine. I don't know if I'll aggro these guys. Nope. Okay, we're good. Marine. I need some of these Cannoneer guys. I feel like I'm gonna die in here. Oh, really? If this guy is at the top, I don't know how I'd get in there. There's about 7 or 8 guys in there. Last time you went to a BG as a Prot warrior, you got flamed for not being arms. Yeah, I haven't PvP'd as a Prot warrior since BfA launched, and I just wasn't feeling it. Come on. Nope, hamstring. I see you trying to run away. Tell your friends. Not gonna happen. Marines. Oh man, just too many Marines. Okay, I probably have to get in there. Let's work our way in there, slowly but surely. WoW Classic. Trying to beat respawns is WoW Classic. Epic. That would be if I was J.B streaming. Absolutely. Just stream and go shirtless. I mean, he doesn't go completely shirtless, but I mean, he's halfway there. Alright, let's just cannibalize this guy. You bought a purple 2-handed sword as a hunter and melee your way all the way to 50. Feel good to have a choice? Yes, it does feel good to have that choice. You also just need to do it. After a while, it's like... Oh, man. Okay, can I LOS pull you? And only you? Nope. It's 2 people that I pulled. Alright, let's do that. Oh no. Oh no, smite. Not on me, not if I LOS you. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Start casting. Okay, LOS again. Start casting. LOS. Oh man. Come on. No. Ah, the cast. Come on. Interrupt. Alright, start casting again. I got you this time. Miss? I missed my shield bash. Oh no. Oh, I need to do this. Cast, don't melee me. Oh, I'm so dead if she decides to melee again. Just not working out for me. Just a double pull. By the way, warriors were really weak back in the day too, until you hit a decent level with Fury. Or I'm just a terrible warrior. I'm almost to level 18 too. 9.7, getting gear 10k. Yeah, once we hit 10k. Yeah, once we hit 10k, there'll be a launch of it. Those are in the towers. It's gonna be terrible for me trying to get in there. Will the Chinese gold farmers be back in a big way in Classic? We'll see. There's a lot of bots right now in Retail Classic. If you guys haven't noticed, there has been a lot of bots lately in Retail Classic. I saw 2 fishing bots yesterday. Being afraid of pulling mobs in the wild is a rare feeling in retail. Yeah, I have no cleave. Like, why would I ever pull 2 of them? I have 0 cleave. The only way for me to damage 2 people at the same time is to rend both of them. And my rend does 28 damage. Total. Not 28 per tick. 28 total damage. I have brought shame to my house. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hit 18 here. Maybe once I hit 18, I'll be better. Let's see. My defense is almost maxed out. Right now I'm using a mace. Maces are maxed out. And, oh, my one-handed sword. That's why I missed. Of course, that's why I missed. I haven't been leveling up my sword and board. That's how they get you, man. You forget about these little things. And then that's the reason you die. Is this the grayscale stream? Yes, it is. Welcome. Everything's in grayscale. It's artistic. Alright, I need to go on land over here. Hope we can buy WoW token for classic gold. I don't think so, but why not? It'll be difficult. I imagine WoW Classic would have... I imagine the WoW token would be the same price. So trying to build up 120k or 130k right now in WoW Classic, you would struggle a lot more than in retail. A lot more. But if you want to, I don't see why not. But yeah, you would definitely struggle trying to get that much gold in WoW Classic. I feel like it would be probably 10 times, 20 times harder to get that amount of money. It's a new Wraith class. Oh, man. It's alright. We're almost there. 1 bar. And then into some Mythic Plus shenanigans. It's definitely a weird feeling having fear in the world of, like, let's hope this doesn't pull with that. I just want to survive. I just want to make it to the next pull. LOSing a caster like that, keep trying to LOS and go around everything. It's a very weird feeling to have. Did you guys, if you guys ever played in BC, you remember the fear that the Fell Reaver put into your hearts and souls? You remember that? That guy was terrifying. Alright, come on, come back into line of sight. Quit playing. The Fell Reaver was... Oh, no! He was terrifying. And here we have a triple pull. We're gonna die. We're gonna die so bad. Come here. I want to rend you. Please reset. Oh, no! I don't have a weapon anymore. Try to reset these guys. Try. Get away from me. Get away from me. I don't want to run back again. Maybe? Maybe? Please don't kill me. I'm alive. Not in combat anymore. Guys, we made it. No broken bones, Rhett. No. I mentioned it earlier. WoW Classic is a game of trying to beat respawn timers. When you're questing, it's like, I need to clear this whole base in under 10 minutes because we have respawns coming up. Hey, this is Duskwood. Or Duskwallow Marsh, rather. I'll see how far I can get in there once we're done hitting level 18. I want to see if I get booted if I go to like these islands. And you can almost make it to an island in Zul'Gurub too. The island where you turn in the tokens for rep of Zul'Gurub. You can almost make it there. Why don't I use the hit and run technique? That guy ran away from me. That's the thing. So the one guy that I was going to be able to kill started running away in fear, and I don't have an in-combat charge. So I couldn't charge to him and get one more auto attack off. So I just had to do the run technique for myself, not the hit and run. I just had to do the run. Because those mobs use the hit and chase technique. Yeah. If I would have ran away, you know, I mean, if I would have stayed in there, I would have died. Pretty sure you were on the Spirit Healer's Christmas list. I spent so many times there. Yeah, I think we all did. Depending on what class you leveled up, right? If you were a Warlock or a Hunter, then, you know, you probably shouldn't be visiting the Spirit Mage a crazy amount of times. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Try to get back up here. I don't think so. I don't think we can through here. Parkour, man. Doing parkour back in the day. Oh, maybe. Maybe. You're going to feel the pain of cleanup in the entrance all over again. I'm going to try to get up here. If I can find somebody to charge. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Oh, that guy's a little too far. Yeah. Nope, it's not going to happen. I was almost able to get into the dead mines. Or, not get in. I was almost able to try to use the back entrance for the dead mines, but one of those things where the jump is a little too short. Maybe with some kind of speed boost, I would have been able to do it. Alright, this isn't too much to clear as long as I don't clear everything. I can just clear one side. The disarms, man. The disarms kill me. Start running away in fear. Nope. Got the hamstring off. The misses. Clip yourself into the wall. That's the thing. This is based on the 7.3.5 engine. So all of those things that used to exist in vanilla where you can wall jump like that, they don't... I was cannibalizing and not restoring health. Do you guys notice that? That was weird. Definitely weird. But yeah, being able to wall jump, I know what you're talking about, where you jump and you press forward a little bit and you start clipping into it. That doesn't exist. It's using a brand new engine. So all of those old exploits, they don't exist anymore. Like, I remember going to what was Outlands by going through dead mines, and you would glitch your way there. You would use levitate, and with levitate you could run up walls, right? So I remember doing stuff like that, but it doesn't exist anymore. I'm gonna try to kill him before he runs away. There it is. We're good. There's a pack coming around. What's up, Ian? How you doing? Mostly on warrior, not so much on lock and shaman. Yeah, if you had a little bit of self-healing, you were doing a lot better than most warriors. The disarms. Anytime I get disarmed, it's like half my HP is gonna disappear. Get that hamstring too. That's why you need friends in classic. Absolutely. You do that in all the time when trying. No, yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. You can still probably do it on private servers because they're running off of the old code, but not here anymore. All of that stuff just doesn't exist. Alright. It's alright. We can make it back over there. I think we only killed like one patrol on our way up. Probably this guy. I don't want to run into him yet. He's too close to this guy. They'll both pull. And then they'll both run away in fear and pull more. Gotta pick and choose your battles. Gotta stalk your enemy. Oh, the disarms. Why? Let's do that, and then we'll buff myself before running into the area that we keep dying in. That miss and resist so much in Classic. Yeah, I have gotten my demo shot resisted plenty of times. I'm over there and I'm like, alright, let me do the right thing. Let me establish my rend. Let me demo shout. Let me get my thunderclap going, and then it's a resist. Look, let's see. Nope, that one landed. Alright, we're good. But I want to see the resist come off too. I've also seen plenty of resist to the charge snare. The snare that's attached to it once you do charge a mob. I've seen that resist. Let's pull this guy. We're gonna have the double pull again. The double pull inside of the tower. One more thrown weapon. Nice. More skill ups. Hit change was a big thing in gear. Absolutely. The biggest increase to DPS you had was increasing your hit rating. That was it. That was the single biggest increase to DPS you could have. 1 DPS unarmed. 2 DPS unarmed. Get out of here. Too strong for this. What kind of boots are these? I got an upgrade. 3 stamina. Oh. Amazing. Okay. Now I know that this range casting mob pulls with the Marine. So I just need to LOS and kill the melee mob. This guy right here. Alright. She's casting. I hear it. Let's LOS. Ah, damn it. Got me. So I'll stay right here. As soon as I see her casting again. There it is. Let's LOS. Casting. I hear it. LOS. Oh, no. That was a heal. How am I supposed to win? Just constant LOS? I guess so. Another instant heal. Ah, this is terrible. This is terrible. Parry. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He ran away. He ran away. I have to run away too. Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't run. He had... Look at the HP. Alright, let's go to retail WoW. I'm not going to hit 18. I'm going to leave this guy dead. Oh, actually, let me show you guys my hunter. Let's do that. Trying to survive. You need the double pull and kill one, then level up. That would have been beautiful. Too bad you weren't dinging. I would have. I was 12 or 18. I think 18 away. So this is my hunter guy. Let me show you guys. Yeah, that would have been nice. This is more intense than the world first mythic race. So this is my my hunter, level 19. I've got greens everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but I've got some good armor on this guy. I've even got shoulders, guys. Shoulders for a level 19. Not bad. And let me see if I can find someone. If you guys are on the WoW Classic demo and you guys want to come duel, that's a level 15. If you guys want to come duel, I am more than happy to duel. These are all level 15s. Here's a rogue. Here's a rogue. But yeah, if you guys want that, because I leveled this guy up. Like I'm using a two-handed sword, 92 out of 95. I'm using a bow, 95 out of 95. Defense, 89 out of 95. So not perfect. Also, one thing you can farm out if you guys are playing WoW Classic, you have the dust devils out here, and you have this thing right here, the magic dust, it'll put someone asleep for 30 seconds. So you can use it in PvP. Oh, these guys are fighting. They're two hunters meleeing each other. Oh no, one of them doesn't even have a pet out. Duel the druid and fear him. I think they're all AFK. I think everybody here is AFK. I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, I can fear bomb him. No, he canceled it. He doesn't want to. These two. Oh, it's a warrior against a hunter. Got it. Also, Shadow Meld is a 10-second cooldown that I have to activate out of combat, so you can start a duel with Shadow Meld up every time. What's this guy? 16. You're gonna level up. You're a paladin too, so you can lay on hands and bubble. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, people don't really care for dueling. I've only seen a few people trying to duel all the time. I don't think any one of them are on right now. He doesn't have a pet out because he's a warrior. My bad. My bad. I thought... Here's the warrior. He healed up now. He's back up to full HP. Ah. Oh, no. Nobody wants to fight. Alright, we'll just go to retail if all of this is not going to happen. Does this guy want to duel? Oh, this guy does want to duel. Nope, canceled. Nobody wants to duel. Time to go to live BfA. Alright, guys. Let's swap over. Let me launch here. So we did classic. Let me write it down. Alright, so this week isn't terrible. We have Tyrannical, which is going to make some of the bosses a little bit more difficult, but what would you guys want to see in terms of dungeons? I mean, I'll jump in, and I did a Toll to Gore for the This Week in Mythic Plus, so I got that done. And let's do this. But if you guys want to see anything else in particular, let me know. Let me just adjust a few things here. Face is too close, invading your personal space. Sorry, I had to just swap over, man. Why doesn't chat work all the time for me? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, I got my computer crashed yesterday at the end of a key. Am I stuck in here forever? Is this forever? Blizzard, get me out. Your transmog is on point. Thank you. What? Not Garrison. Yeah, I did a key yesterday, and as soon as the last boss went down, my computer froze up, and I was like, all right, I'm done here. I wonder if I got any piece of loot or anything. I wonder if it goes to my mailbox. Alright. I do have something in my mailbox. What do we got? That's it. Oh no, Glock, stop it! Glock. Why? My bad. There you go. There you go, Glock. I forgot. I had to change things around. Oh man. All right, let's go do some keys. I'm gonna repair as well. Gonna try to get into some higher keys. Some 10s at least. That was my my GM and co-tank. All right, let's repair and let's find a group for some rip keys. Dungeons. Let's see what we can find. At least some 10s. 10 pushing. 10 siege. I do like me some siege. Siege is nice. I enjoy it. Although one of the polls for raging is going. Ah man. I've seen some groups where they get listed and then they edit and go down one key. They'll have like a +10 and then it goes down to +9. So man, I've seen a lot of that happen, and it's like you listed it wrong, my friend. Temple of Seth, a +10. Let's do it. This guy's name is a Barcode. Sebastian, if I had a little bit of self-healing, I would. So once Prot warriors get a little bit of self-healing again, then maybe. Like right now, if in the group the healer dies or something, the only thing I can do is die a little bit slower. So, this kind of stuff, man. Promoting their website. +13, probably not gonna get accepted in here. Oh, I think we got declined to this one already. I feel like we applied to that one. All right, we'll apply to this one once one of the other ones goes away. Collins reviews. That's not true, Rhett. That is not the case at all. Shrine of the Storm. Trying to see what I can jump into. Let me see specifically a shrine. Although right now I have a lot of pending invites. I have 5 pending invites. One of them. No, none of them to shrine. But let's see. Shrine 10. They already got a tank. Shrine 12. They got a tank. There's a Shrine 7, but I'd rather be doing anything with 10. Oh, we got into a Siege 11. Let's do it. I like me some Siege. We'll try to do a Shrine of the Storm after this.
Do you need protection? I am...
Unemployed warrior. It's true, man. I'm just trying to find a job. Just trying to run a key, find a job, have a good time, meet some people, do some deeps. Oh, I do have drums on here now. Had to get drums the other day. Rip key? No, stop it, guys. You see, the Rip key gods have already been appeased because I died like 5 times in that WoW Classic demo. Rip key gods got the deaths, man. That was it. That was the deaths that they wanted. Let's get rid of that. That was it. That was it. No more rip keys. We're gonna do this 11 on time. It's gonna be beautiful. Everything's gonna get one shot. Rip key? No. No. We have a rogue in here too, right? We have a rogue. Easy CCs, man. Easy saps on anything that's infested. Those were Ripkey old gods for classic. Oh man, what's up, bots and bot? It's been a while for sure. How you been? My chat's not working here. Let me do something a little bit different. Give me a second, guys. Nice, I got leads. I asked them if I could get leads so that I can mark stuff. Okay. Let's do a ready check. Let's make sure we buff everybody. Okay, so that guy's not here yet. We're missing our healer. Alright. So since we have a rogue, it'll be easier because we can do quick saps. Give us a Ripkey or Riot? No. No, man. I want to do this 11 on time. Start killing it. So you mean to tell me I only appeased, like Cthulhu, the old god in Classic? That was it? I need to appease Yogg-Saron, N'Zoth? No Ripkeys, what are we here for then? Oh, man. I didn't put Ripkey on the title, guys. That's it. It's not clickbait if I don't provide a Ripkey. Quick saps? I hope so. I hope so. Since we do have those infested mobs coming in, we're gonna need some quick saps. I don't think they need help summoning, and I need to adjust this. Alright, we're good. We're good. Everybody's here. Let's go. Ready check. Everybody's here. Let's do it. It's a kinder, gentler WoW. We don't kill him anymore. Just accidentally fall in the water? No. No, I can't. Let's do it. Let's do it. Already? Yep, let's do it. We don't kill him anymore, we just appease him. Been dealing with and so dude. Botson, I hope you are doing a lot better now. No WoW or internet. Yeah, I hope you're getting better. I hope you're getting exactly the help that you need. And I hope it's all going well for you, my friend. That's definitely something tough to deal with. What? There's an infested guy here that is non-elite. Amongst a non-elite guy. You're just gonna... Come on, guys. Oh, man. Okay. That's the kind of run we're gonna have. Wait for infested? No. Get the hell out of here, guy. I don't care about it. Good for you. Be working on that? Yeah, man. I hope you are working on that. I hope it's getting better. And I hope that you are getting exactly the help that you need, my friend. Kind of stuff needs attention. Alright. So, let's just jump in here and do what we need to. So, I'm just going to be saving my Devastate for those infested guys. So, for those spawns. There it is. I threw out a big stun. Nice, nice. We got it. We got it. And then this pool doesn't have any infested. There are some... I think I have a little bit of a delay here. The leader of the group that I connected to, he was Oceanic, so I think there might be a little bit of lag here. Is there? No, it doesn't seem like it. It might just be me then. I'm just going crazy. Don't mind me. Alright, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. We can pull all these guys. They're all a bunch of non-elites that don't have infested. So, we can just pull them on. I believe we pulled these guys. Yep. Alright, so I can do this whole pull. I mean, that's how we're kind of doing things anyway, regardless of, you know, if I like it or not. So, let's run in here. So as long as I can survive the damage, that's kind of what seems to be dictating what we do here. So this guy's going to be the infested guy. There are the spawns that just came out. Let's throw out a big stun. I saw the infest. It started to go out. Very, very close here. I don't think anything else got infested. I think we're good. Think so. There's a Slobber Knocker going out. How's the healer doing on mana? Healer's okay on mana. Oh, we did get another infested. Okay, nice. So we got one more infested, but it got taken down. All right, these guys are just burning through everything. Can't say it's the cleanest strategy I've seen, but it's working. All right. So this does not have any infest. That heavy slash is going to go out on the group, so let me stun it to get it to cast over here instead. All right, we're good. We're good. Big damage here, man. Was not expecting that from someone named Butter. All right, we do have one infest here. So as soon as he goes down, I'm gonna save that. There it is. Here's my stun. Let's try to get some AoE damage here. The infest is gonna go out. Yep, one of the guys got infested. The elite, actually. You know, trying to take it out, but it just didn't work out for us. And then as far as infesting anyone else, this guy's probably gonna run straight for the boss. Nice. We're good. All right, mana up, and then we'll just jump in. We do have tyrannical bosses. All right, guy said he's ready. Healer said he's ready. So since we do have a tyrannical boss, I definitely want to take these guys out since they're going to be alive for a very long time. So I'm going to try my best to get them into cleave range as long as heavy slash is down, right? Heavy slash is the one very important thing. So now I'm going to aim it away from everyone. They're close enough to be able to cleave, and that's my goal. My goal is close enough to cleave. There's a heavy slash going out again. So now I'll just, you know, hang out over here. That guy's going down. Perfect. There's the Iron Gaze, and then we should have new ads coming up right now. Oh no! I think the healer ran into the bomb. Somebody, one of them hit the bomb themselves. Okay, so again, I'm gonna get the heavy gaze out into the heavy slash rather, out into a direction where no one is, and then we can stack them up a little bit. But right after the end of this cast, he does do that AOE. So I'm gonna run away right now. The AOE is very fast, so you need to be out of melee range before that cast even finishes. Right? It's too fast if you wait for it to be over. All right, let's go back over here. Start getting a little bit more of a cleave and a stack because we did have the heavy slash go out. And we have a few seconds here. Let me taunt this guy over onto me. All right, we do have another bomb right there. Perfect, perfect. There's the bomb. All right, Iron Gaze going back out, and let me taunt this guy. Oh no, that guy broke it. Damn it. Let's get that heavy slash out here. There it is. Perfect. And then we are going to have the Hangman's Noose going out here. If you do play Alliance, it's called something else different, but it's the same thing. He tries to pull somebody in, and when it's over, he'll do that AoE. So start walking away right now before that AoE, cast is done, and avoid it. There's a heavy slash. Now I can stack up. I wish I have new bombs coming out right now. All right. Nice. That's going to be the last bomb right there. Perfect. Perfect. So now we can mount up. Keep doing pulls. Bots and bot slayer of women. Alright, so my healer does have a lot of HP. These are all non-elites. Even though like one of them is infested, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. We should be able to kill them all, yeah, roughly the same time, right? Why? We don't need extra percentage on this dungeon at all. Alright, let me just pull these guys LOS a little bit here.
Beware.
There's the trample going out. Let's just sidestep that.
Beware.
Take a lot of courage to get help. Yeah, man. I'm glad you sought out the help you needed, Botson. Very glad. Very happy for you, man. Looking forward to it as a new player. One less thing to be thinking ahead about. Yeah. Botson, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy. I'm glad that things are looking up. Things are going in the right direction. Sometimes that's all it takes, man. All it takes is a few valleys, man, for all the peaks, right? And it's worth it. Oh no! Gotta keep this guy interrupted, and don't die, choke into nothing, to dense air. All right, so my heroic leap is off of cooldown. If my heroic, if that guy hadn't initiated for me, I would have been able to get the leap off and get here as quickly as I needed to. But with that, it was hard for me to beat that time. The time it takes for you to heroic leap and get there perfectly, it's a pretty tight timer. I don't think this guy hurts himself with his own explosions. No, does not. Okay. This group is like cleaving their hearts out, man. Cleaving their hearts out. It's crazy. Everything is cleave all the time. I wonder how we'll do on bosses other than that first one. The first one's all kite oriented, right? Alright. Oh. They wanted to shroud past it. Whoops. That's the skip that they wanted to do. They did, since they pulled the extra, you know, I was wondering where they want to make up this percentage. It was here. We can get another strat in a little bit, though. There are some other places. Gotta get Seal of Haste inscribed inside the band. That's a good one, man. That is a good one for sure. Seal of Haste. You met her in WoW. Congrats, man. You have to teach me the trick someday. Alright, let's do this. Let's pull these guys back here. The important part here is to try to pick up the Cannoneer as best as you can. That broadside cast needs to go out on no one, right? You just need that to go out and not hit anyone. So even though the group always, I mean, I always try to LOS this group and it never happens, right? It always happens where people are overzealous and they just jump in and try to get it done. So just try to pick up that guy and make him face the other way. If some of the other guys slip a little bit, you know, overzealous DPS, that's all it is. So yeah, just try to knock things out, or try to face that guy away from everyone. As far as this ad goes, I'm gonna try to hit her in this direction. I wanted her to disengage the other way. We do have, oh, we have no, we have hunters. We should be able to take care of her. Should be able to take care of her just fine. No? Hunters? You guys don't want to? Oh. Are we going in? I guess so. Alright. So we gotta take care of the ad first. So there's the ad going down. I'll pop Avatar. This, guys, this is normally the recipe for a very sloppy run with a lot of ripping, but everybody's doing so much damage. It's just not happening. Just not happening. It's all just oddly working out. with this much ninja pulling and just running into things. It's so weird to me. So weird. Healer is sitting at a 3rd mana right now. I wonder if this group watched This Week of Mythic Plus. No, because they are just going in on everything, man. Alright, so this Cannoneer, again, gotta make him face the wrong way. There's the broadside cast going out. So let's just make sure that we don't, face him towards the group. Alright, that cleared the deck cast. Good. And also, Zeal, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Negative into a positive, for sure, man, for sure. It's one of those things where it's a very unfortunate way to get motivation, but you know, you're making it fuel something positive, man. All right, taking this guy down. We're gonna have one more phase. Yeah, we're gonna have one more phase. I'm gonna pick him up. Cannoneer, face the opposite way. And the once that broadside cast starts going out, sidestep, get away from it. There it is. Broadside cast, sidestep, get away. Avoid any of these explosions on the ground. They can be a little tricky with how big they are and what the texture projects. But you should be able to avoid them. Nice, we only got 2 out of the 3 areas. So the area that she was landing in was clear. There's a clear the deck cast. Let's just go around and not get hit by that. And Healer's sitting at 90% mana. He's just sitting there regenerating mana. Alright, this Healer's good, man. Healer's good. Perfect. So now what I can do is actually use my heroic leap on this one and get it done pretty damn quickly. Nice. So I can pull these guys. I know we don't have a shaman, but these are all like non-infested mobs that we can try to take down as best as possible, right? It's not going to be the cleanest takedown. Those guys are going to get fear bombed, but we can absolutely try to take them down. The good news is that I'm not going to get hit by the fear bomb, so I'm not going to be taking all of that extra damage, right? And then we can use Shroud coming up in another area to do a bit of a skip. Alright, let me pick this guy up. I don't want to pick up those pats yet. I was going to pick up these guys as well, but honestly that pat makes it so that I just don't want to. Alright, so there are these bananas on the floor, right? So I don't want to step on them. So I can pull these guys now, and they shouldn't be able to heal them. Nice. So as long as your current pull goes down before the infested mob gets too close, you don't have to worry about that AoE heal from the infested. So you can count on travel time. Alright, let's throw my stun out. Try to get a little bit more of that stun on there. Nice. We were able to take those guys down. Still a little bit painful when those goes down because even the healer's helping with DPS. So gotta kind of try to sustain myself. But it's definitely doable and something we just get done pretty easily with this group actually. Alright, so I'm going to have that Pat. There he is. I don't have an infested mob right here, so I can do a big pull again. That ground slime is going to go out right now. Yeah, I wasn't in there ready to aggro yet. Everybody jumped in ahead of me, and try to DPS everything just ahead of me. Sorry guys, gotta wait for the tank to jump in there. Alright, got our last stand going, just rotating our cooldowns now. Staying alive. There's a ground slam, let's sidestep that. That is the important cast that can one-shot you, although it isn't fortified weak. Really, Rhett? Really, Rhett? I don't think he's in here. I don't think he's in chat. Why? We don't need that guy. Just sapping him just to take care of him? I guess so. Yeah, we definitely don't need that percentage though. So don't need to pull it. There's a terrifying roar going out. Hopefully nobody aggroes anything. I don't think so. I think everybody's in a good position to kind of avoid the extra threat. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. For 3 Sunders? No, he's talking about my co-tank. He's a male Taran, and Rhett's always on him about that. Okay, I don't need to pull that guy, so let's just go over here, pull this guy. This mob, these guys, they're gonna suck. I'm probably gonna go down to them. They do a lot of poison damage. They do a lot of physical damage as well. It's just a lot of things that are going to hurt. All right, let's try it. Let me target the infested guy here. Here he is. This guy has to go down first, right? Since he's healing everything else. There he is. He just went down. Let me stun for the spawns of Gahoon. Nice. Even the spawns of Gahoon, by the way, enrage. So important to note that even the spawns of Gahoon, if you're trying to handle them and it's just a bunch of infested guys, even those are going to hit a little bit harder. Let me just pop shield wall. Stay alive here. These guys do a ton of damage. So my main focus is that staying alive right now. And we just hit raging on some of them, on a good amount of them. I think we had 3 raging at the same time. I know the camera angle on that pull is amazing, but not much I can do about it. All right. The rogue, I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or not, but the rogue keeps like running into the bananas while he's invisible, and it's for sure helping me because I'm not getting hit by those bananas, but it's just interesting to see how he can eat them while staying invisible. All right, so what we can do here is the people that get targeted by sighted artillery can do that. They can stack on these guys and then they'll cause them to blow up. That sighted artillery blows everyone up except for the guy that casts them, the spotter. He doesn't actually get hit by it. Everybody else does. Let's mount up. Let's pull these guys around here.
Beware.
Alright, trying to maintain aggro on these guys is half the battle, and then trying to stay alive is the other half the battle. This isn't the worst pull in terms of damage taken for tanks. That would be the pull over on the left-hand side. But I mean, these guys are close. They do have the commander on the horse, which is going to be trampling everyone, and if your healer gets hit, it could mean like very bad things for you. You just got this. Just push all the right buttons, all of the buttons, all at the same time, man. Oh wait, referring to the DPS? Yeah, I thought you meant referring to me. Yeah, the DPS is very excited, very anxious to DPS on this one, which I mean at the end of the day is working out, right? They're killing it on the DPS meters. I don't want to pull the boss. All right, so I'm gonna pull this pack right here, which is the hardest hitting pack. This should be fun. And then after these guys, no, let's go over here. Let's go over here. No misdirect. I need a misdirect. All right, there it is. We do have another commander here, and that's what's going to make these guys a little bit more deadly, right? That commander and then the range physical attacks. Now, if we were in 8.1 and I could block the ranged physical attacks, I'd be in a much better situation, but I can't yet. So, gotta keep that in mind when these guys are out here just DPSing me. I'm gonna throw my stun out. I do have an infested in the next pack, but I don't think we have to worry about it too much. It seems like infested has been handled really, really well by the group, so I won't be worrying about it too much. Out of curiosity, what is a 10 out of 10 difficulty in regards of affixes? I consider something like bolstering necrotic or raging necrotic fortified. So like if you make trash the hardest trash it can be by raging or by bolstering and by putting necrotic on it and then by putting fortified on it, that's definitely one of those things that it sucks. Infested is annoying, but I have yet to see how the new Mythic Plus affix and the new I saw it got data mined, right? Something about Bwansamdi, about people coming back from the dead. Are those guys going to come back from the dead and also apply necrotic? Are they going to come back from the dead and also have the stacks of bolstering they had when they were up? Like, you know, the next season affix might make things get bumped up and become a 10 out of 10. But for me, like those 10 out of 10 weeks are the weeks where it's completely unavoidable damage. Necrotic is not something you can avoid. Fortified is not something, or fortified and tyrannical you can't. But, you know, like this week's affixes, volcanic, you can avoid it. Raging hurts, but it's not the end of the world, right? Raging isn't terrible. Keep your active mitigation up, make smaller pulls, you're good. The unavoidable ones are the ones that just start stacking up, and necrotic is just one of the most terrible ones. Depending on the dungeon and depending on the pull, it can just be one of the worst affixes I've seen. Like if you talk about necrotic and you look at Tol Dagor, the first boss in Tol Dagor is terrible when it comes to necrotic. Terrible. If you are not a Brewmaster Monk, you're gonna hate that boss on necrotic weeks. The Sand Queen is one of the most terrible designed bosses for necrotic week. So yeah, 9 out of 10 would probably be fortified raging necrotic or fortified bolstering necrotic. Definitely one of those two. Any week that is not fortified benefits the last affix. It's true. But yeah, for me, when they start stacking up... Where are we at? Where are we at? Come on. Tidal Surge coming up. This is not going to end well for the aiming of that. Wow. I was trying to get the aiming to go a little bit more to the right, which is why I did that little sidestep there. But he didn't cast it as fast as I thought he was going to, right? Just try to keep the area as clean as possible, especially around the pillar here. Crashing Tide. Don't get hit by that. What about explosive teaming tyrannical fortified? Explosive teaming fortified was really bad. Explosive was just, or no, I'm sorry. Teaming was terrible when the expansion came out. Not so much anymore. It got nerfed. It got nerfed a lot, so it's not that bad anymore. I don't mind teaming, but I mean, for some dungeons, it's still gonna be really bad, right? It depends on the dungeon. I think if you look at like, let's say a necrotic raging tyrannical week might not be that bad in like a Tal Dazar, but then you look at King's Rest, and tyrannical King's Rest is terrible. And then the trash is also really bad in King's Rest. So if you have something like, oh man, if you have something like bolstering on King's Rest as well, or raging, you know, King's Rest turns into a really, really terrible dungeon to do. So yeah, it depends. Do I find much value in Fear Shout? You used to play Locke, so to me, Fear seems pretty handy. Yes. I find it useful whenever I need to do any kind of interrupts. So let's say I'm running mech, Motherload, and the mech jockey. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. The mech jockey is about to get in and I no longer have Devastate up, I'll Fear Bomb for sure. The only thing is, since I don't run the Fear Bomb talent point, I need to be careful with my Fear Bombs, right? Since I don't run the talent point, I need to make sure that my Fear Bombs get broken. So if you're gonna Fear Bomb in a dungeon, what you need to do is Fear Bomb and then Thunderclap immediately after, so that nobody, you know, pulls extra. But it is definitely valuable. In fact, I wish it was on a shorter cooldown. I wish it was a 1 minute cooldown, to be completely honest with you. Oh no. Oh no, that one almost got me. But yeah, I kind of wish Fear Bomb was on a 1 minute cooldown. It would definitely help with having extra interrupts. But it's one of those things that's like, it can also bite you in the butt if you don't control it. And the way to control it is to do as much damage as it takes to break it immediately after. So if you have Avatar, an Avatar Thunderclap will break it. So just keep that in mind, that you don't want extra pulls, extra adds. Let's go over here. Let's target the slams this way.
Beware.
Just make sure that they don't hit anyone. It's the important part here. Alright, let's take out this demo. Need a little more deeps here. Oh, healer's almost that is not a good sign. Alright, somebody else did the cannon. Perfect. Alright, aim this guy away. I hope the healer has a way of getting his mana back, because he's almost Alright, we don't have another demo for a while on this one. This one takes a little bit. I don't want to hit anyone if I get a cleanse. Guess I'll just be hanging out here, not hitting anyone. Next demo is gonna spawn right here anyway. Alright, there it is. Kind of.
Beware.
There's the demo. Let me stun it. Just make sure that it doesn't cast out on me. Okay, that guy wants to stand there. That's fine. Well, there's multiple places we can stand where we don't hit anyone with the AOE. If I get cleansed, that is. Another tentacle should be spawned. There it is. Spawned as I was saying. As I was saying, it should spawn.
Beware.
There's the slam. The gripping tentacle, I believe, is about to go down. I do see someone right. Yeah, someone's DPSing it still, so it should go down. There it is. And then hopefully somebody does the cannon. There it is. Somebody did the cannon. Now we do have this guy here who has the debuff, so I need to watch out for him. And also, when you charge this tentacle, you do go into the water.
Beware.
So be very aware of that and be ready to jump out of the water. Because if you spend too much time in the water, another gripping tentacle comes up from the water and grips you as well. So then your group has to deal with one more add and one less person in the group, right? So very deadly to the group to get yourself gripped. Alright, now I want to keep an eye out. I have the debuff. Don't want to stack on anyone.
Beware.
Here's the demo coming back up here. The last gripping is at about 60%, which is, you know, not too bad.
Beware.
I don't think I can charge this guy. No, this guy does not have a path. I was about to say, I don't think I've ever charged this tentacle. Alright. Just gotta take down this demo. We might be able to cleave a little bit here. Nice. There's a demo going out here.
Beware.
There's the slam. Oh, it got me. It got me. There's nowhere to hide from that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Beware.
Gonna pop a cooldown. At this point, we're really, really close, right? Oh no, somebody got knocked into the water. I saw them. They're behind me. So I'm saving Rallying Cry in case we need it, but I think we're good at this point. But I'm definitely saving it for like a rainy day thing, where if someone gets super close to death, I will use it. There's the cannon. Somebody get in the cannon. There it is. And there's the key, a +11 on time. No rip key, guys. I'm sorry. I know you guys were expecting rip keys. That was a perfect run. What did we get? 370. Crit mastery. There's no other plate wearers here. Alright, GG. That was a hell of a run. That was fast. Man. Right, so you're just using fear as like a reset rather than keeping them running. Correct, John. Correct. I use it as an interrupt, basically. So if there's like range casters or something like that, I will use it to break apart their stun if I don't have spell reflect or if I don't have an interrupt. So yeah, the fear bomb is a mini stun, and fear bomb is interrupt as well. Congrats, thank you. This is not the content you subscribe for. I'm sorry, guys. That was a hell of a dungeon. Siege +11, roughly from like, just making sure that everybody watching the VOD can see the time. Alright, we need to repair. Get into another rip key. No rip key, no fun. We'll get some rip keys. We'll get some rip keys. King's Rest. King's Rest is like, whoa, we got a 370 mastery crit leech. Dang. It's a nice ring there. Yeah, we don't need it. Or a motherload for the last. Motherload is not bad. I don't mind it. King's Rest to me is like, what? I'm trying to think. Oh, I hated doing, what was the name of the dungeon? In Legion, Court of Stars. I did not like doing Court of Stars. And in BfA, the dungeon I don't like doing is King's Rest. Something about it, man. Something about it. I just dislike it every time I have to jump in there. Let me fly over here. Any thoughts for a new tank? You're about 350, getting used to keeping IP up and reacting with cooldown if things go badly. Might get a shield upgrade from PvP currency. Are you a Prot warrior specifically, John? Don't know how to tailor the advice. I want to know what tank you are. You're a Horde, you have to like King's Rest? Ugh, no. Prot warrior, okay. So one thing that you said is you want to know how to react with cooldowns, and Prot warrior is unique in that you don't react. You can most definitely, like, if you get a little too low, you pop a cooldown, sure, but in order to play a Prot warrior and to survive any situations, you're not reacting, you're doing things before. You're preparing for the damage. So we don't have a recovery ability. I don't have a heal. I don't have yeah, that's mainly, I don't have a heal. I don't have any way to recover. If I get hit by something and I go down to 60%, the only thing I can do at that point is to increase the amount of time it's going to take to kill me from 60% to 0, right? I can't go from 60% to 70 to 80. I can't pop a cooldown that makes me evade everything or anything like that, right? That doesn't exist. So all I can do is increase the time of death, basically, right? And hopefully my lovely healer in that group is going to run in and stop me from dying in that time. So what you have to do to play a warrior is to increase that time it's going to take to kill you as much as possible and to spread it out. So the thing that you need to focus on is always having something up, right? So if we look at like how I take damage, and I'll go over here. Oh, it just got really bright, didn't it? It just got super bright. Okay, and it's just getting darker now. Okay, so let me show you something, John. Let me show you something here. You don't think it's that bad? Just pugs are just not there yet? Maybe. You want to see me get Resans finally? Dude, me too. That makes two of us. So if I show you here how I'm taking damage, let me unlock this, right? So this guy is meleeing me for 1,100 damage, right? 3,500 for the spear thrust. So that's what this guy is hitting me for, 1,200, and this is just me not preparing, right? This is just me getting hit. I'm gonna go up on rage here, and I'm gonna show you something. You can see that, right? I can't make it more opaque, can I? No. Okay. So what happens when I even just turn around is that I can start blocking, right? So I'm gonna go from 1,600, and if I throw on shield block, I am going to go up to, or down to, from 1,600. Now the hit that used to hit me for 3,100 is now hitting me for 1,400, right? It's hitting me for half of that. I couldn't. There it is. I blocked a melee hit. Instead of 1,300, it hits me for 800. So as a Prot warrior, you need to use your kit to survive as long as possible. You need to use your kit to increase the time until you die as much as you can. So what you need to do, first thing, is always face the mobs. And this might sound like, no duh, right? But if you're trying to combine packs, instead of combining them by doing this and then running to the next one, this is me turning my back on the mob. Do this, run sideways. I can still block like this, right? So use your kit, and then let's say this guy is a normal Mythic Plus pool. Keep Demo Shout up. That makes the hits go from 1,500 down to, if I didn't dodge, there. Okay, it's gone now, but it'll reduce the damage taken, right? And Demo Shout is on such a short cooldown that you can use Demoralizing Shout almost every pull. So you need to have something up all the time. And what I mean by something up is shield block, bolster with last stand, right? So last stand, bolster, shield block, or Demoralizing Shout and avatar with your deafening crash. The most important part of your gear is getting this Azurite trait right here. Oh, that is the most important part of your gear. So as a Prot warrior, instead of reacting, you're always ready to take the damage in beforehand. So as a Prot warrior, you need to focus on keeping something up, whether that's shield block, whether that's bolster, whether that's Demo Shout, whether that's shield wall. Use your cooldowns as much as you can. The reason why we have anger management, the reason why this is such a good talent point is because it makes my cooldowns very short. My avatar is like a 1-minute cooldown. My last stand is like a 1-minute cooldown. My shield wall is like a 2-minute cooldown. My Demo Shout is like a 25 to 30 second cooldown. So you need to utilize this talent point as much as possible. So yeah, my advice to you is learn how to rotate your cooldowns and never stack them up. If you have bolster up right now, like if you're running bolster, you should be. If you have bolster up, like right now, you see this weak aura, I have bolster up. There's no need for me to use shield block. It's a waste of my rage. It's a waste of my cooldowns. That's the biggest thing. It's a waste of my cooldowns. Last stand makes me block. Last stand makes it so that my block goes up to over 100%. So why would I double dip and increase my block by 200%? It doesn't make sense. So stagger your cooldowns, space them out, and always have one of them up all the time. There is unfortunately no recovery. You should be focusing on using your ignore pain a lot, and there's big differences between using ignore pain and not using ignore pain. And I'll show you a little bit of that right now. Let me just take care of this guy, just to stop this like annoying hammering in the background. But yeah, you and also you should be focused on haste for sure. If you don't want to what? There it is. If you don't want to focus on haste mastery, you can focus haste versatility, but I like haste mastery, right? So something else I can show you is, let me see. Okay, let me open up Chrome and let's see. Vectis. Vectis is a place where ignore pain shines. So let me see my damage taken on Vectis. Yesterday was November 6th. So let's see on November 6th how much damage I took, right? Oh no. Oh, it was freezing up on me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, WoW. So if you look at my damage taken, alright, we'll just do it this way. I absorbed almost 1 million damage over the course of the fight. I mean, okay, so aside from this, Glock and I were messing around with see how many stacks we could take, so that was, you know, independent. If we look at our other attempts, it's going to be a lot closer, but I absorbed almost 1 million damage. So my damage taken, sure, it's 9,000, but how much of that was absorbed, right? So it is very important to focus on ignore pain, but the most important thing you can focus on beforehand is always having something up. Always having one thing up. Look at this. My damage absorbed. Again, this is over 1 million now. So it is very important to do ignore pain. But your first focus is to always have something up. And let me show you how I can... I should be able to show you my uptime. So if I go to buffs and we do defensive buffs of last stand and of shield block, and then I do debuffs for the boss of demoralizing shout, and let me go back over here and show you, I don't know if I use shield wall, but let's take a look. Defensive, no. Okay, I didn't use shield wall for this. I do have a trinket that I also use substitute. But if I look at damage taken, if you see in these, you know, these are the times when he was down. He was, you know, liquefied. This is active tanking. And look at my coverage for cooldowns. Demo shout, shield block, and last stand, right? This is my blocking. This is my demo shout, and actually, let me look at ignore pain too. Ignore pain should be pretty consistent. So this is ignore pain. So I did a lot of ignore pain throughout the whole fight, but you can see that while I'm taking damage here, I have something up, whether it's shield block, whether it's demo shout, something up to mitigate all of this damage. So if you want to survive as a Prot warrior, you need stuff that is up all the time. It's something that you absolutely need. And you will end up absorbing and blocking a lot of damage. Keeping something up is a trick. You'll lose IP and be out of rage. A good way to generate rage is to use demo shot on cooldown, man. use that demo shout on cooldown. It's like a 30-second cooldown, right? You can just keep using it over and over again. Rhett, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. There is an opacity slider under background. Under background. Ah, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just use your shield block when it comes off cooldown, and use last stand, rinse, and repeat, and also the demo shot is very important. Turning it into a reflex, that's the big thing. The big thing on a Prot Warrior is turning it into a reflex. Is it better to start kiting preemptively or reactively as a tank? Preemptively, 100%. You have healers complain that you pointlessly kite whenever you anticipate a huge attack. Maybe the healer can heal through it. That might be why. Kind of forgot that it reduces damage. Yes, demo is insane. And also your blocking reduces a huge amount of damage, right? My blocking right now reduces 45% of incoming damage. It might as well be shield wall for physical damage. It is shield wall for physical damage. Taking the big hits first is better than you kite. You don't necessarily always need to kite. The only time I kite is if I'm like sitting below 50% HP and I'm just getting like trucked, right? I'm getting trucked. So you know, I wouldn't say you need to kite too many times. The only kite that I can think of, or the only time I can think of that you need to kite, is the second boss in Shrine of the Storm. When that hindering cleave is gonna go out, you need to kite that. Besides that, you only need to kite on necrotic, really. If you have 5 or less stacks of bolstering, you can probably handle it, and if you have some raging, you can probably handle it as well. I don't know what situations you're kiting in. Also, something else that you can do to reduce damage in your Mythic Pluses, and you know, it's just something that you might not think about. When you stun everything, that's 2 seconds of no damage coming in, right? So on Mythic Plus Trash, you throw your Shockwave out, that's 1 1/3 global cooldowns where you're not taking any damage. So even stunning can help reduce that damage. It can be treated as a defensive, absolutely. There's no high mother loads. You need a drink, dude? For sure, Rhett. For sure. Speaking from a Demon Hunter and DK tank, so I imagine the answer is different. It is. So as a Demon Hunter, you're going to be doing more kiting, for sure. If your meta's down, if your spikes are down, yeah, you're going to be doing a little bit more kiting. As a DK, when you anticipate that big hit, you don't kite. As a DK, what you do is when you see that big hit's going to come out on you, you make sure you have the runic power ready for a death strike. That is your priority as a DK. So when the bigger the hit, the bigger the heal, right? So as a DK, when you're anticipating that big hit, instead of kiting, stay in it. Make sure you have runic power. As soon as that hit gets you, death strike. You mentioned that you can't mitigate any necrotic damage. Does IP not work on it? Okay, so necrotic has a small dot component, but the dot component isn't really what's gonna be doing anything for it, right? The dot component of necrotic is very, very minimal. There's not a whole lot of damage there. When you talk about necrotic, the biggest thing is that your healer can't get you up. So once you start hitting like 20 stacks of necrotic, you should start considering running away. 20 stacks, you're sitting at a 40%, right? They changed the way that, or they changed how big the stack was. Asking mainly for raging and heavy melee hitter mobs such as Heart Guardian. Thanks for the answer. Yeah, no problem. Are you still 376? I'm 377. I got an upgrade on this guy right here. This ring dropped Warforged yesterday from Mithrax. And then from my chest, I did get this guy, 380. It's 10 item levels higher, but I don't feel squishy anymore, so I don't feel like I need to take the item level upgrade to lose haste and verse. You know, I don't want to lose the haste. I could try it out and see how that goes, because I also have a 5 item level upgrade in these pants. But yeah, I think it'd put me at 378. No, I don't even get bumped up to 378 anymore. 9 mother load. We can try a 9. Easy chest. We can try a 9 mother load. Let me see what else there is. See if there's a 10 for something. 11 Waycrest. I like me some Waycrest. I do enjoy Waycrest. Freehold. Freehold is going to be a fun time this week. The encounter is the big AoE pull before that council fight. Oh, King's Rest, guys. I'd rather avoid it. I'd rather avoid King's Rest. 13 Temple. We can give it a shot. Temple hurts. We just did a siege. Don't want to do another siege. And then the rest of them have tanks. You get a Rezan's Gleaming Eye 360 with a socket. I am jealous, man. Definitely jealous of that. Shrine 13. Oh, they need Discord, though. $11 Motherload. Finally. You stuck a plus 40 strength in it, and it's kind of sweet. Yes. Main stat all day. Temple wasn't that bad, though. Temple, the only thing I don't like in Temple is the like rogue guy that pulls. I have not found groups that CC him or do anything to him for him to not jump in and stun me. I could fear bomb him. I think we got denied of that one, right? Nope. Didn't even apply. Alright, let's see if any of these groups bite. No. Am I still in that Waycrest one? Oh, I'm still in that Waycrest one. I'm jealous of your Rezan's Gleaming Eye, for sure. It's totally worth the item level drop. For Rezan, yeah. Yeah, I believe it. That Rezan trinket, I'm so jealous of that trinket. I don't think I've gotten that trinket in any capacity on my warrior. I mean regular dungeon, heroic, mythic 0, mythic plus. I've not gotten that trinket. It's kind of like when Antorus first came out, I really wanted the Eye of Shatug, right, for that bonus armor. That's what I really wanted to be running. I didn't get it till we were done progressing on Antorus. It was done. The whole thing was done. Didn't need anything anymore. And then I got it. All right, so let's just let's queue up for anything else then. Don't think we're gonna be getting in. Let me do a Waycrest. Waycrest 11. Let's go, boys. IO check, brain check, and DPS check. I don't know if we'll pass the brain check. Not gonna lie. Need a fearless tank to lead this band of misfits into eternal glory. That's not even an RP realm. What? This week should encourage peeps to push their IO score to 800 plus. Yeah, it's definitely encouraging me. Did I do it? Once that Caesar Borealis registers, maybe. I want to see if any of these 11s bite first before queuing up to this 9. It was your first time ever? Ah, I'm very jealous. That trinket sounds rad. You just got one, but you got super lucky with trinkets. Yeah, I'm jealous of that. All right, we got decline. Let's queue up for this 9. The Band of Misfits. Brain check equals denied. Spent too much time playing classic. Ouch. There's nothing wrong with classic. I enjoy it. I actually have been enjoying that demo. Resents procs like a mofo. I bet. I'm so jealous. Is there any way for me to seek out a shield upgrade? Any vendor you could farm? You could do the PvP thing and get a shield from there. You could also... trying to think of what else. There might be a vendor. I honestly, I didn't focus on what vendor has what. I don't know if there is a vendor for a shield. There's a few BOE shields you can buy. There's that. You could focus on grinding out gold and buying a shield. That's something you can do. Imagine when we joined the beta during the last tier of BfA. Alright guys, we got accepted. PvP is just waiting for it to show up on the conquest bar. Yeah, and also you get you get crates from doing PvP, and not this one. This is from Garrison, but you get random crates, and it can be in there. Like, I've gotten 1 or 2, and I can show you. Collections, appearances, shields. This guy right here, Aspirant Barrier, was a PvP one that I got, and I think it was like 330 or something like that. So I didn't end up using it, but yeah, there's PvP ones. There's also one from Warfront, and there's also one from Arathi Highlands. So if you haven't gone to Arathi Highlands and killed the rares, that's a big one, right? Go out and kill the rares. I think there's 2 rares that have shields. And then doing Warfronts can also reward you with one. I don't know if you play Alliance or Horde. If you play... Oh, it might be up for Alliance. But yeah, the rares out there will help you out as well. Glock will miss me for playing too much Classic. Sounds like that already, man. Check your tank sources when you get back on. You took a 20 item level downgrade for it, so it was so worth it. Oh, for Resans, yeah. Alright guys, hold on. We got into the Waycrest group, but I do need a quick bio break, so give me 1 second. Alright, you guys didn't break everything, did you? Didn't break everything. Alright, let's go over there. Waycrest 9. I don't know. I thought we would have been there by now. You farmed all of your current gear in Warframe. Didn't know there was a rare shield drop. Thank you for that. Yeah, there is. It looks very similar to the one I have, except it's got much better colors on it. Or not the one that I have currently equipped. I meant the one that I showed you. Sadly, no socket on mine. Yeah, that resonance, man. The healer's asking if I prefer disc or holy. Alright, we'll get there right now. You have a 345 resonance. Should it replace your 365? No. No. 345 resonance for sure. Your 20... Oh, that's the thing. 20 item levels is about the time when you should consider maybe dropping it, but I would keep it. The haste on it is really cool. If you overcap on rage a lot, then sure, change it out. But if you use every bit of rage and you don't overcap, then that means you're not wasting your haste. So if you are overcapping on rage and you see yourself sitting at 100 rage and still generating more rage, hitting another shield slam, stuff like that, then you're not using all of your haste, and you could make it better, right, by running less haste. So depends on your playstyle, but you probably shouldn't be overcapping on haste. You should be eating all of it up. Have fun. Bernie, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope to see you back again soon. I couldn't believe that I had a socket. Oh, armor, it only shows 355, but in-game is 360. Yeah, sometimes the Warforging and Titan Forging is a little funky. You can see it here for sure. I will click on it when I'm ready to be jealous. Ready to just be jealous of it. Okay. Is everybody here? There's someone else that's here. Rogue and Mage, or Rogue and Priest are here. But some of the other guys. No, Rogue and Priest are here. Here, I'll click that link. Rage Boy. Cass, I feel like I've seen you out in the wild. I feel like I've seen your character with some of my alts or something. Rage Boy, I swear from Cass, I think I've seen you out in the wild. Maybe on my healer. Maybe on my healer. Or maybe on my mage. I don't know. Pretty sure I've seen your character. It sounds so familiar. Do you pug a lot? Would I have seen you out in the world, in the wild? We've run together? Okay. You're a big, beautiful high mountain tarn. Have we... I'm talking about, like, besides islands on stream, or like that one time we did LFR, we've ran together other times, right? That's mostly the only tune that you roll with due to time, for sure. I get it. Alright, let's get a little bit of this food. Food. Somebody said food buff? I can pretend. I'll pretend to food buff. I don't have a food buff right now. Wait, do I? No, I think... Oh, versatility. Let's go. You're going to start leveling alts after 8.1? Yeah, I have a lot of my alts right now, but the one thing I can't get myself to do is grind out the Champions of Azeroth reputation. It's like... I just can't. So, I'm waiting for 8.1 for that Champions of Azeroth thing. You do pug, though? Okay. It's possible with your alts and I don't know your name? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen you. Oh man, okay. One of the guys' name in here is Debo. Debo. Alright, we don't have Infest. It's a +9. So I don't have to watch out too much with anything here. All right. Raging doesn't matter. You guys are all a bunch of non-elites. I see it. I see the door opening. I wish the camera angles were a little bit easier to see what doors open, because every now and then you can get stuck on a camera angle, right? Okay. I want to pick up the hat that's here. Nice. I see him. I don't have to watch out with too much. I definitely don't want a frontal cleave going out, which I do have 2 frontal cleaves going out with these guys. And now that the main guy is raging, that main witch, I do kind of have to be careful with that. But besides that, there wasn't anything too crazy to watch out for. The shadow cleave just went out, So I can kind of start moving on over here and doing the next pull. I think the healer went disc. The healer was asking disc or holy. And I was like, whatever you want to heal with. Doesn't matter to me. Pick whatever you're best in. Alright, let me try to LOS this guy so that he follows me. Drain essence. Come on. Nice. Interrupt. Let me get one good thunderclap in. Nice. One thunderclap before the cooldown started going up again. Where are these guys? Come on. Come on, guys. I guess they weren't ready to clear the whole area. But anytime you run that dungeon, you gotta clear that area, man. It's one of those things. It's important. It's hard to do that boss if someone's gonna run into it. You got a good starting route, best route. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna absolutely destroy it here. Alright, let me eat up, drink up, and then we'll be good. Sister Selena, let's go. Lust on pull, absolutely. The one thing I don't like about this boss is the fact that the other witches have like really weird rage generated on other people in the group, right? Like a lot of them just go straight for a healer. And even though I've been cleaving him the whole time, right? I've been just thunderclapping my life away. They do not care about that. They have full healer threat, right? The healer is hitting unhindered. They have full healer threat because he doesn't get hit by the less damage, right? And for me, I hit him with less damage, so I don't generate that much threat. So having a taunt ready is one of those things where it's like you need to either tab target correctly or you need to have things ready to go. So very important. Also, hi, it's been a while. What's up, Triax? How you doing? Here's an odd question. How would reconsider your pull when your healer is a priest who always top of your HP drop just like elevator to the lowest floor? What? If your healer just tops you off every single time, that sounds perfect. That means that your healer doesn't have any. I hate it. I hate it when a mage doesn't use their ice block before we start this encounter. It's just gonna make this a lot longer for everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and stun you here. There it is. Yeah, if you have a healer that tops you off every single time beautifully, then that just sounds like a good time. I don't know what to tell you. It just sounds amazing. Okay, we have Rallying Cry from the warrior because he was starting to go down. I will top it with my Rallying Cry right after because he's still super low. So just want to make sure everybody stays alive here. Now, I also use my last stand. How's the healer doing? Healer has okay amounts of mana. I'm just going to pop Avatar Demo Shout here. Just try to go for like full damage and shorten this fight at this point. Somebody might go down. That somebody might be our DPS warrior. Yep, DPS warrior's down. Nice. We did manage to survive just barely. So healer will res maybe, and then we'll be able to do this big pull over here. Ignore pain. Okay, perfect.
On second thought, don't answer that. I can tell.
Oh man. Okay. Healer's not here yet, or I mean, healer is here and did mana up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do here is do a slightly bigger pull by getting the witch here. There should be a witch down this hallway. We do also have a mage, so when stuff like Spirited Defense is going out, the mage should be able to steal it if no one interrupts it. So that's also important to note that that's something that can be done. Like right now, I don't have my interrupt. Somebody else got the interrupt, but the mage can actually save their interrupt for anything else and then just steal it. Let's do this big pull. Nice. This won't be too bad. We'll be able to survive this. We're gonna have to rotate a few cooldowns, but I don't mind. It's gonna help us out with time. I'm going to pop my shield wall right now. We do have a lot of raging mobs, so it's important that I do this now and stay alive now. Let's do a demo shout here. I am going to have to pop my bolster after this as well. Big pull, but again, we can handle this. There's my bolster going up now. I don't have a... Nice. Somebody else interrupted it. Managed to survive that just fine. Healer's sitting at more than half mana. So, we don't have anything to worry about when it comes to that. Those big pulls, not too bad right now. This big pull right here, also not too bad. Only thing I need to look out for is other people aggroing. Oh! Or, now we need to look out for it a little bit more. This is going to be a lot of raging mobs, right? Nice. As soon as that frozen orb is over, I can try to go pull something else, but yeah, it'll be okay. We're not losing too much time. We're still doing really good pulls here. What I will do is pull one of these fine young ladies here, the Thorn Shapers. I'll pull one more into this group just so we can get 3, a little bit extra cleave. We don't have that infest to really worry about. These guys do hit hard with the uproot, but as long as people are actually watching it, they'll be fine. They just shout and stomp a lot, and I try to ignore pain. Warrior in general is like that, where we're talking about DPS. The other tanks are powered by demons or gods or supernatural forces. You're the crazy one who just arrived with a short sword and board and just a bit more crazy. Yeah, and I scream and I shout and I'm full of rage and I try to ignore all the pain. I'm just like, it's not happening. It's not happening. And for some reason, kind of works out for me. But also, something else that warriors have right now is insane cleave damage. Have you guys been seeing my damage in those big AoE pulls? Man, just can't beat that at all. By the way, someone told me that the mobs that were missing before the 4th boss are due to the dungeon quest. Oh! Why is it up during Mythic Plus? Blizzard, what? Alright. Healer's got 46%. Come on. Start drinking. Start drinking. You're good. You're drinking. As soon as you hit 70%, we'll jump in. Okay. Alright. So, for this boss, I want to jump on the other side of fire once I start seeing about 9 stacks. We do have Tyrannical, so it's definitely something I want to worry about. But, there it is. Fire's right here. Just spawned at the perfect time. 9 stacks. Beautiful. Also, these guys, a lot of times, as soon as they spawn, they don't seem to have a good aggro table. So as soon as they spawn, they seem to jump on melee, and then they'll jump on the actual target they're supposed to, which is arguably your healer. So for some reason, they just jump on the wrong target as soon as they spawn, and then they change. There's the crush that was going to go out, but it was also 9 stacks, so we'll just get them. There's a crush going out now. No big deal. You see that change of target? It's so weird. I don't think it should be happening like that. Let me fear bomb the thorns. I think that'll do it. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately. I do have to jump on the other side of this, though. The teleports, man. The teleports in this expansion. They will kill you, man. They will kill you for sure. Okay. So one thing you can do on this boss fight to help out your healer, like my healer right now needs a little bit of help keeping me up. So once we're reaching the end, I'm gonna burn him less. So I still need to burn him one more time. Because of the stacks. Here it is. Oh no. Okay, here it is. And now I can hold him for the rest of it, right? He's gonna get up to like 15 stacks towards the end, but I do have a big cooldown, so I'll be able to hold him. I'm gonna save those shield blocks for the right moments, but at this point there's no need to stress out the healer even more with more AoE fire, so I'm just going to hold on to him right now. There's a crush. Hopefully I can survive it. Yeah, perfect. That was a critical block. Got him. Got him down. Even better than Demon Hunter tank damage. Dude, I am killing it on that damage. Alright. So, Infest was going out. I threw out a Fear Bomb. I know a few of you were asking me about Fear Bombs earlier. One of the Infest still got off here. So, I want to wait a little bit for that. My healer does need to catch up just a tiny bit. And then I'll be more comfortable doing another big pull once my healer does catch up. Let me interrupt all of that. I don't know if any Infest was going out. No, I don't see any Infest going out. Good, good. We survived. So now I can do a slightly larger AoE pool. These guys are non-elites, and then the ones far away are elites. So we're just going to kill it on the DPS meters here. There's the Wretch. Let me sidestep it. That went off. So just kill it and absolutely destroy everything on the DPS meters. Oh, nice. We actually managed to get that one. There's the Wretch. Let's sidestep it. So yeah, those piggies, the little gorgers, they do a frontal cone called Wretch, and you can sidestep it. So I'll show you guys right here. There's the Wretch. Sidestep. Sidestep. And it does do a lot of damage, especially on like fortified weeks, bolster, raging like this week. It can lead to a lot of damage. Okay, so my healer needs a little bit of a break, sitting at 6k mana. So we'll let my healer mana up a little bit here. Let him hit like 70%. Might as well over, you know, just wait a little bit extra. Perfect. There's the Wretch cast going out, so let's sidestep it. I do want to interrupt the next Wretch cast I see by stunning. There it was. There it is again, going out. Two of them back to back. Nice. Perfect. So we do have this pat right here. And actually something I want to do is pull some of these guys as well. Since we have to pull a whole room of them, I'd much rather pull a few of them now and kind of help out for the future. Just planning ahead, right? Alright, so now we can go for the boss. We don't want to lust. Yeah, we'll leave it up to them. We can lust on this boss. Yeah, we'll lust on this boss, and we'll save the next lust for the last boss. It's fine. Lord and Lady don't necessarily need a lust. It won't be too bad doing those without the lust. There's the Tenderize cast going out. Also, when this Tenderize cast is going out, you normally have to hug the boss, right? When this cast is going out, you're going to get 3 of them back to back. You don't need to be within melee range because the boss isn't going to be doing any melee checks. He's just going to cast and cast and cast. So if you need to kind of back up a little bit, there's a pool of like the poison on the ground or something. Don't worry about it. You're not going to trigger the AoE from not being in melee range. So just one of those things. Don't worry about it too much if it's within those Tenderize casts. Just do what you need to do to avoid them. This is going to not be that great. We have a lot of ads going to get eaten up by the boss. And avoid all of this. Here's a Tenderize cast going out again. And again, if you need to avoid all of this, you know, you can run out. He's not going to do any checks right now, right? Tenderize 3, you know. So, yeah. You can absolutely just do what you need to do to avoid it. Again, we're going to get the ads again. That can heal him up. Here are the Oozlings. Gonna try to handle those. Let me throw out a stun on them just to stop them from DPSing me. I do want to face the Oozlings and the boss at the same time, so you just got to get the right camera angle for that. Alright, here we go. We're gonna have a lot of ads coming through again. They did get cleaved a little bit better this time, so there's that. Let's Tenderize. And boss should be going down right now. Alright, I'm going to pull a little bit more over here. Alright, I'm doing this 4%. So, hopefully, we just get them down as quickly as possible. Now, I did see 2 stacks of Infest go out. One on me and one on someone else. So we are going to have to deal with those Infest. Let's do that. Oh, that was 3 stacks of Infest. They kind of joined me a little late, so we'll be okay. We'll be able to deal with this Infest just fine. Alright, and then let's pull these guys. And then I think we should be okay. This should be the extent of what we need. I can actually pull one more guy. 70%. Yeah, I'll pull one more. I haven't calculated all the percentage points for all of the Mythic Pluses. Especially something like this that changes so much from week to week. Immortal bombs and TM. How much haste do I have? It depends on the... I have 5 stacks of Into the Fray right now. Let's see. My regular haste is 15%. So with Into the Fray, I hit 30%. The Deadpool 2 interviews. Do you have any powers? I'm just a warrior. You don't even... How much intellect do you have? None. None. I don't like intellect. It's just not for me. Just not something I enjoy having. Like, what? Nothing? No. The pack is back? That's so weird that the pack is dependent on something that has no bearing in Mythic Plus. Like, the quest has nothing to do with Mythic Plus. Just one of those things. A little bit of an oversight. Alright. So, what I can do here is actually, I think we get a witch if we go this way, right? Or if not, we can just pull these guys. Come on! There we go.
Beware.
That's a good pull. And then we got the mother at the end of this. That's fine. We can handle all of this. It's one of those weeks. It's one of those weeks where it won't be that bad. Can't reflect the decaying touch. So that's gonna suck. Let's just pop a shield wall right now. Might need it. It is going to be doing a lot of high-end damage here. That decaying touch again on us. And we're going to be sitting at, what, 87? Yeah, 87, almost 88%. We'll be able to survive this. Just barely. We can survive. Almost 88. We good? Let me do one more pull. Actually, no, we're good. We're good. No, we're good. Let's just go. We have all of the extra pulls down here, so we're good. Oh god, I was stuck reading chat and I got stuck in game. Okay, I'm just gonna do a big pull here. The only thing I need to look out for here is the candles, right? Whenever those candles are going out, those warding candles, that's going to reduce all of the damage that they take by 50%. So I just need to be careful with that. Besides that, interrupting the volleys and the fetishes and stuff like that is also very important. So if you can do that, it is something I suggest, just being aware of those interrupts. And here we go. We are good to go for the boss fight. 95%. We should get 5% from the little guys at the end here. So healer will drink up, and we should be good to go. Blaming chat. I looked down. It's my fault that I looked down, but I did look down, and then I look up, and I'm stuck in a corner. It's like, oh god. We might be able to two-chest this. Promise. I'm not blaming you guys. It's not your fault. It's my fault for not being able to control my eyes like a chameleon and just look down and look at the screen at the exact same time. I gotta get that that Buscemi look, man. I like how he says Fester. It's always funny. Alright, we're gonna get our demo shout back up right now as well. So let's just keep that demo shout going because this guy does hurt, right? Befuddled missed the earlier part of the stream today. Which dungeons do you think are the worst on Tyrannical this week? So the other two affixes don't really affect the bosses too much. Raging and Volcanic, they're not going to be too crazy when it comes to the boss fights. So it's just going to be, this week is just easier. Anything, any dungeon you would normally avoid on a Tyrannical week, you probably want to do that. So the ones that I avoid, for sure, King's Rest, I just don't. King's Rest is that dungeon that I hate doing. That's all. So when it comes to like doing King's Rest, doesn't matter if it's Tyrannical, Fortified, King's Rest always has something that can kill you. So I'm always really careful when it comes to King's Rest. But earlier part of the stream, we played a lot of WoW Classic. For the first hour and a half of the stream, we played WoW Classic because tomorrow there's no more WoW Classic. That's it. It's the end of the WoW Classic demo until probably the beta or something. Oh no, this guy's cleansing a little too fast. We might go down. Okay, we're good. We survived. Cleanses are 2 on point. Perfect. So as far as 95%, we should be okay. Yeah, each one of these guys gives 1.38. We're fine. There are 7 of them. So we only need 5%, so we'll be fine. But I do hate these guys. These guys hit hard. But yeah, Meatball, it's more about avoiding the dungeons you already don't like on Tyrannical. So a lot of people don't like doing Shrine of the Storm. That third boss with the council fight, right? The 2 guys, or the Gale Caller and the dude who does the Hindering Cleaves. That fight can hurt, and so there's a lot of people that just avoid that. So yeah, just avoid whatever you would normally on a Tyrannical week. Damn it. At this point, we're still gonna 2-chest it as long as we don't wipe. So I don't know why. Can't even charge up there. I don't know why we're pulling it faster. Alright, I do have a self-heal. I did manage to get a victory rush there. I'm losing my voice already. I was screaming when it came to playing Classic. I was screaming my lungs out, trying not to die. Trying not to die to every Tauren and Goblin in existence. Ignore Pain, perfect. I got an Ignore Pain before. Healer is sitting at 82% mana. 80%. We'll be good to be able to do this. Forces completed. Healer mana up. Lust on pull. My only concern here is interrupting that Darkened Lightning, right? I'm going to try my best to pick up the Slavers and to put them in a position where they can get cleaved like really well, and that is my concern here. Besides that, it's a pretty straightforward boss fight for me. If I can't pick up the Death Slavers, it's not that big of a deal because they do just target someone and cast on them. So at the end of the day, they do have aggro, but there's not much you can do about it once they start casting. So it's about 1 melee attack worth of something you got to worry about. So if you can't pick them up, you know, not the biggest deal. But you should try to go out of your way to pick them up. Let's get another Ignore Pain. There was that Dark Lightning going out. Oh no, that fire, I could have sworn that fire went off on the body. It's weird. There's a Darkened Lightning. Got a late interrupt, but we got the interrupt. He's casting it faster than my interrupts. We have 5 minutes left to get a +2 for this, and I have a very good feeling that we're going to. Uh-oh. We got 2 reses here. Not an ideal situation to be in, for sure. Let's interrupt that Darkened Lightning. Oh, it just got super bright too. Sorry guys, I can't really change that right now. Let's get our avatar up. And we should be good. Dark and Lightning, interrupt. Here it is. Dread Essence. It's fine. +2 on a Waycrest 9. Not a bad time. 3 key? Nah. We got really close though. that was another good key. We've been getting some really solid keys today. I'm sorry for those of you guys who tune in to watch all the rip keys. Today doesn't seem like it's one of those days. I really am losing my voice, man. Let's do this. All right. What was the other drop besides a music box? Oh, somebody got some nice gloves. And somebody got the music box. Oh. Oh, I thought I saw 385. I was like, somebody got a 385 cloak? Really? Alright, let's fly back. Just repaired. That. Oh, the guy. So that was a 9 Waycrest. The guy's key upgraded to a +11 Shrine of the Storm. Not a key that a lot of people like running. Good morning, Brendan. How are you doing? And Infernal Master, how are you two? Hope you guys are doing good. Brendan, I saw your message that you almost keyed an 11 on your warrior. Congrats, man. Congrats. We did do... Oh, we pugged an 11 siege today. And we got it. Let me write this down. Waycrest Manor. +9. To about... Actually, how long did that key take? 26 minutes. Okay. That was a good +11. Bless him. Oh man, those are good keys today. Very good keys. Everything has been on point. Damage, let's see, damage for this is one of the AoE pulls. It's not that high. Where's my, there it is, Thunderclap. 13k. 13k. PvP. Haven't done any PvP in a while. Yeah, I think upgrades that I can get from dungeons, they're gonna be really rare at this point, right? I think my gloves or my pants are the lowest thing. 365. And that's about it, man. 365, I believe, is the lowest I have for anything. Pants. And I have some 370s, but at this point, yeah, it's just not much I can get that is an upgrade. My guy is decked out. A 10 Atal trinket? I agree, yes. A 10 Atal trinket would be nice. A 10 Atal trinket, though, would be 365, so I would have to drop this 370 for a 365. However, I would. For a Rezans, I absolutely would, for sure. 100%. 10 drops 370. I could have sworn 10 dropped 365. Do I not have a Mythic 10 not Warforged? I don't. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I just have a Mythic 10 piece of gear. Mythic 6 War... Nope. I think everything I have is Warforged and Titanforged to some capacity. 10 drops 370. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Then yeah, I need to grind out that those 10s. 10s over and over again for sure. Also, by the way, did they fix it? There was a way you could fall near one of these columns that was out since the beta, and in the beta your character would get stuck, but it would as well on live. There was a way you could do that. But alright guys, that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you all for joining me for WoW Classic. Thank you all for joining me for the rip keys, or actually lack of rip keys. I really do appreciate all of you guys stopping by and saying hello. We are going to have Friday is going to be full of rip keys. Today was more akin to like the Friday streams where we did a little bit of something else. We did a little bit of WoW Classic for a little bit, and the reason for that is because the WoW Classic demo disappears tomorrow. So the Friday streams, I normally have a little bit of half and half between two different types of content, but since we can't do WoW Classic on Friday, I figured just the rip key stream would be Friday, and then today we can do a little bit of that variety. Your blood decay is 381. Wow. So guys, thank you all for joining me. Shout out to everybody who stops by, who talks to me, all you guys active in chat. Even if you don't chat, thank you for stopping by and viewing and just supporting me in whatever it is I do. All the people who like, comment, view all the videos, who patrons, donate, like whatever it is that you do, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys stopping by and coming here and spending your time on the stream. I really do. I will see you all on Friday. I'm going to try to reach out to Brittany for a giveaway. So maybe we can do a giveaway of another CD key on Friday. And if we can, I will for sure put it in the title and you guys will see that. And yeah, I will see you guys then for some more rip keys. Thank you all for joining me. Again, I know we didn't have rip keys today. We will have some on Friday for sure. That's all we're going to be running on Friday is keys. I will see you all later. And also, would you guys want to ever see me heal? Thanks for the manor guide. Yeah, no problem. Would you guys ever want to see me heal? My healer is starting to get geared up. But I do have to confess one thing. I do rage sometimes on my healer when people just stand in dumb things. I don't know. On my tank, I can just brush everything off, and on my healer, I have a tendency. Here's the thing. I don't understand how healers out there maintain their sanity by pugging. I don't get it. If all you do is heal and all you do is pug, shout out to you for maintaining your sanity. That is insane to me. It is insane to me that you can even do that. Where the rip keys? I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what healer is all about. People stand in shit and you just punch a monitor. Yes. I was trying to run an underrot yesterday. We're trying to push the third boss. I'm pushing about 13k healing per second. And running into mushrooms and cleansing myself. I was doing about 4 or 5 mushrooms per phase. And everybody was still like standing in dumb things. All these other people would run into the mushrooms and pop them themselves. I can't cleanse everybody. The tank was getting trucked. It was a monk tank, but the monk tank was getting trucked. And then later on I saw the monk tank was like 310 item level. I don't know why. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I saw so many people just stand in things. Man, frustrating, very frustrating. But I can do a dungeon or 2 healing. You got a 12 underrot. You have to play that underrot very carefully. Triax, the big thing with that underrot, since it is tyrannical, the big thing to notice is for the first boss, pop lust. You need lust on the first boss, and you need to burn that boss before he summons 3 ads at once. So he can only get two ad phases, right? So interrupt as many casts as you can. Everybody, not just you, everybody needs to be on their interrupt game. And then once you push that 1 ad phase, the 2 ad phase, and burn all of the ads first and then get back to the boss, then you're okay. For the Krog, you're going to need potions. And if you want to really plan out your route for underrot, what you do is clear the whole room around the Krog, and then keep running until your bloodlust or heroism, whatever, resets. So keep going past him and keep clearing like the skeletons all the way up to the third boss. Once your debuff falls off, go and do the crag with lust again, because you need lust for this first and the second boss, guaranteed. So just clear trash, and then you run back, do the crog. You're gonna want sky step potions or something to step on the maggots. You're gonna need a rotation for people to use their sprints and step on those maggots during the tantrum. Yeah, those are the two biggest pieces of advice. When you're on the third boss, it's very important if you're healer. Either you as a tank go and pop the mushrooms and your healer cleanses you after about 5 or 6, or you get people with immunities to pop the mushrooms, and you should only get 2 mushroom phases. If you're pushing the third one, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Someone's gonna have to be the sacrificial lamb, run through a bunch of mushrooms and die. So yeah, tyrannical underrot can be very painful. The last boss is not that terrible. He can still be bad, but let the Titan do the work. Let the Titan take care of the bloods, and everybody else has to try to stay alive. Common issue is the second and the third boss. DPS waste the boss cone. The boss, the AoE from the boss, because the boss cone goes out on you as a tank. The boss AoE, yeah, that can be a big issue. If you have DPSers who are wasting their AoE, what you can do is talk to the healer and say, cleanse me after 6 stacks. And what you do as a tank is you run through 6 mushrooms, get a cleanse, and you're going to take probably about 30% of your HP as damage, and then get cleansed, so you'll be fine. You'll be able to get picked back up. So that's another strategy you can try for that boss. Yeah, that boss, you're not going to have lust for it. Krog and the first boss are the big ones where you need the lust. Also, an easy way to rip an underrot key is to try to do the shroud trick on the first pack and fail. So if you don't have confidence that everybody in your group can do the shroud trick, just don't even try it. Just clear it normal. But if you do think that they can actually get the shroud trick, then you'll be fine, because then after doing the shroud, you can't wipe anymore. If you wipe even once, then no one can release. If anyone releases and you do the shroud trick, you're dead. You're dead. So that's a quick way to rip a key, is to try to shroud and then everybody just fails at it. Yeah, it's far too risky. I agree. The shroud trick, all you need to do is have the rogue sap the right ads. I agree. But if you have a wipe on any part during that dungeon, you start back in the beginning if you release. So trying to manage, if you're running pugs only, trying to manage 4 other people and tell them do not release no matter what, you're probably going to get a hiccup. That's all I'm saying. I realize that it's more efficient doing the shroud trick, and I realize that it's better. And if you have a pre-made guild group, or if everybody's in communications, for sure, do the shroud trick. Absolutely. But if you're doing the pug life and you're with 4 randoms, you might want to avoid it. Alright guys, again, that was a very long-winded goodbye. I hope that helps, Triax. Good luck with your key. Maybe even try lowering it to a 10 if you want to, or try running them, see how they do, and maybe you can either get it done, or if they keep going down, try to get it at least at that 10. Completed a 12 tour with 49 seconds left on timer. Nice. Tol de Gore is one of those dungeons that I personally like. I like Tol de Gore. And push those IO scores, absolutely, guys. Push those IO scores. My IO score has not updated. I wanted to keep doing things. Oh, there it is. Look at this. 899. 899. Once the other one gets up here, what did we do? +2. Oh god, I forgot. +2 Waycrest. Oh, it might not. 28 minutes. Oh, yeah, it will. Okay, I'll be able to hit 900. All right, guys. See you all on Friday. Thank you all for stopping by. Friday again at 11:45 a.m. Pacific time. I'll see you guys then.